What up, y'all? Stream review. The sheer number of clips that a certain person has done himself in tonight. It's over woot. Oh, I get what you're saying. I'm exhausted from the Steb attack earlier, says MF and crack. Scarlett says, Maso Minos. I don't know what that means. Lonnie, thumbs up, everybody. Uni is worth it. No, I'm not. What are you talking about, bro? You wish. Scarlett, I'm an insomniac, so I'm always awake, says Zag. I feel you. I feel you. It takes a lot to get me to go to sleep, yeah. Uni, who is the guy that was on your intro? That's Nathan Oakley. That is a famous flat earther that we debunked. And used to have debunking on our nightly show. He's a guy who does debates where he acts like he's won a debate because he constantly will yell and scream over the people who he talks to and then claim that he's proven something or that the earth is flat. And Nathan Oakley. We're going to have Streamlabs. I just probably got to restart Streamlabs here. Hold up. Okay, come on. Come on, Cloudbot. Come on, Cloudbot. Technically, we should have Streamlabs, though. Technically, we should. Starbug says, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. No problem. Yeah, check out his show. You will freaking have a sight. He's a lolcow. You will have a fit watching that dude, man. You have a fit watching him. It's fucking psycho, dude. You want to talk about a lolcow? I'm so ready to go to bed, says Jess. Oh, God, I know. I know, man. What else we got here? Where the insomniacs and people from outside the U.S. come to chat and gamble, says MD. Very true, MD. Wonder if rockAlot will answer my question here or if he doesn't feel like dealing with it. No, retype it. I just didn't see what you said. Chat's been crazy lately. You're going to have to retype it. Oh, I'm pregnant insomniac here. Love the late night streams. Nancy, I know. And so, congratulations. That's so crazy awesome. Let's see here. August says, I needed this. Also needed to scrub the red hair dye off my daughter all over the newly renovated bathroom. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Newly renovated like some money? Oh, God, that would suck. But I feel for you. It's not. Don't worry, it's not permanent. You'll be able to fix it. It's probably going to take some work. Cherie says, after the stream on UNIRock, I think we need some bonus rocks. You do. Let me give people time to show up, and I'll give you some bonus rocks, you know. That way you guys can gamble all night. You know what I'm saying? Gamble your pain away. Wow, what a fucking shit show, man. No, and I wasn't trying to say that Augie does a shit show. I don't think Augie does a shit show. I don't think his show's bad. I think that once Steb got in there, it was just the cringiest fucking cringe fest I've ever been a part of. Only thing that saved it was having like Bo Blacks and Muda and people chilling. That's the only thing that saved it. Zag says, how long does somebody have to rehash the same debunked lies before they become complicit with the harassers? Zag, I don't know anymore. You know, it's crazy to me to see, you know, I just assume things in a positive manner about other creators. And I figure if a creator would come to them, even if they hate somebody else, you know, they would consider the claim that I'm making that if you really look into what happened, and people might try to resolve these things, that it doesn't have to be this giant fucking shit show drama that's out there. Not saying any creator is at fault. Maybe Katie is, right? Maybe Katie's not. It's hard to tell with these things. It takes a lot of... It's like everybody acts like you got to make up your mind right now. You get me? And that's what... If you want to do that, then you're definitely not being skeptical. And I think a lot of people are willing to change their mind based on new evidence that comes in and other things that are there. But I still hold to my original opinion that if you take out the harassment from Steb, from the situation with Katie, you wouldn't have this giant hate mob going against her. Because honestly, I understand all of everybody's points, but, you know, what sucks is, you know that clip I just played on UNIRock2? That clip I just played over there? where it is in the video just like I said it was. Got me? And the problem is Katie saying something like that's going to get a lot of shit. And, you know, as much as people want to say I just defend Katie by bringing up both sides and talking about it, yeah, that happens. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have people that come in there and say like, oh, no, Uni would never fucking say anything bad about Katie. Watch. When I upload my video, any criticism I have in there of Katie, people are going to say some shit like, nah, Uni's just trying to fucking, like, criticize Katie now because he's after he talked to everybody. When you guys know I've already fucking sat here the last couple weeks telling you that I'm criticizing Katie in an upload soon, and it's going to have to do with this lawsuit that's going on. But I bet when I put it up, nobody's going to care. It's going to be like some fucking thing like, no, Uni's got to be Uni's also got to be fucking just acting or something, right? No matter what I put up, the people that have made up their mind about me or whatever, they're going to say that's what he's doing regardless. So it doesn't really help. So I feel like I'm falling. She took the damn gloves off. Her hands are bright red. Thoughts? Oh, you're talking about the kid? Oh, heavens. Yep, she screwed up your new bathroom or whatever it is. Scarlett says, you tried getting them from the dumpster. Apparently, your Salvation Army clothes fetch a bit of coin. You got to be shitting me, really? Where's that come from? Salvation Army clothes can fetch a bit of money? That's weird. Laughing like hyenas, using the R word, and being annoyingly immature, Cherie. Terrible? I don't know what you're talking about. R word. Okay. I'm tired getting slap happy, lol, says Jess. That's the best time of the night. Only watched a few Creepshow videos. Tonight it was surprising. I'm not going to shit talk Creepshow. Or Muda. Or Bo Blacks. Or Nicholas or anyone else that popped in. I wanted to talk to fucking Diorio. I wanted to actually talk to him. You know? I want to make an argument to them that doesn't involve the defensive thing the whole time. At least, like, you know? Maybe it's just hard to do on the first time you talk to somebody. Maybe I'll get to talk to him again. Maybe I won't. But I'd like to make some arguments where it's like, hey, maybe we can help get the creators out there that are calling this shit out to actually, you know, because I don't know how anybody holds the opinion that what he did to Katie back then wasn't targeted harassment. And now I have to talk about it because he's in here, you know? He's in here tonight fucking losing his mind. Just... At least I have that. Okay, I got to bring in Navy and Thomas. Bringing you in. Warning. Woo, warning. Hey, guys. How are you two?
Oh, doing good. How you doing?
I am having a great night. I am. I don't know why. When I tried to tell Creepshow and everybody that I was playing a video game chilling, she's like, no, you're not. You're not chilling. Nope, you're not. Like, okay, I'm not, I guess. Thank you for letting me know how I feel.
But just because you're not chilling, Creepshow, don't mean I'm not chilling.
And I don't have a negative thing to say about Creepshow. I could shit talk her, but you know, I'm not going to do that right now. If I shit talk, I'll do it in an upload. So I'm just a little bit surprised about, you know, so many people just wanting it to be this kind of sided thing. It's like I brought it up. I'm like, okay, so you just want to cancel Katie because you're saying all these really, really fucked up things about how she's such a horrible person and she says the most horrible things. And it's like, if that's the case, then why would we not all band together to cancel her? You know what I'm saying? And the instances that got brought up, it's like, yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, what if I went in and tried to find all the bad things Bo Black's ever said, or Diorio, or all the times that Augie was joking around or anything else, right? I'm not saying that's what happened with Katie at all. I'm just trying to think, like, I have a disconnect in my mind. The disconnect is, hey, all these shitty things are happening, but there's no solution. And no matter how much I try to represent that, it's almost like people are fighting the fact that there can be. Am I making any sense, or am I sounding stupid?
Well, the only thing that doesn't make any sense to me, really, when it comes to all this, is that when you come in, you say, okay, listen, you said this, and you're either talking to Creepshow or you're talking to Silverfish. You're like, well, I didn't say that. And you're like, well, I had these I have an audio clip of you saying it, or I have this right here from Twitter of you saying it. They're like, oh, well, and they just won't accept the fact that they actually did this, even on the same day that it happened.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about when Steve came in? Yeah, let's just talk about that, because I know you guys used to be fans of Steve, and then you realized that he was doing some fucked up shit, and you guys criticized him, and then he flipped out on you. So yeah, let's stick to that for now, because if I handle any criticism of a creator, I'll handle it on a upload. But, and I know you're going to say Steve's a creator, but I truly think that the way he's been acting towards everybody, I just don't give him that respect in my mind anymore. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, what I don't get is when people are presented with facts and receipts, as they like to call them, right? And they continue to deny that it exists. Well, I'm showing you the evidence of what I'm telling you is true. And I do not understand why you look at that and then all of a sudden are able to deny the existence of it still.
Dude, I'm with you. I mean, half of that shit that was going on was so like, I don't want to say charged, or just seemed like it was an argument the whole time, and I don't even know why it had to be that way. It didn't have to be.
Well, I think the telling part of that entire thing is that when you first went in, there were just they were hater trolling against you and all this kind of stuff, and you were trying to talk to certain people. Certain people wouldn't let you talk, and back and forth. And then toward the end of it, the person you were talking to, all of a sudden the chat looks at what you presented, and the chat realized what happened. And they realized that you're bringing the truth. And then they turned. And
really? I wasn't watching the chat. I didn't have it up. I was in Discord, so I couldn't see the chat.
Yeah, so from what I got told, because I could only handle so much of it because of what was going on and who was talking and stuff. But from everything that I got reported back to me via chat, that at the end, toward the end there, before you got off, especially when you were talking to Silverfish, the chat turned against him. Apparently
damn.
Streamlabs isn't working. Drama Free Aussie T was telling me Streamlabs isn't working.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Try it now. Give it about 10 seconds and try it. I think I just got it. Try it out, y'all. Let me know, and I'll try to reset it again. Oh, I can't believe that Steve even jumped in there knowing the clips that he has out there. I'm the one YouTuber out there who's going to pull the clips of him lying and bullshitting. I can't believe he sat there and said, but I do have a contract because I got a default judgment in court, and it says that Kyle breached the contract. Where's the contract, though? Because Kyle never showed up in court. And if Kyle never showed up in court, and you never got to fight him, and right after you filed that thing, getting that default, Kyle shows up and the judge lets Kyle hang. The judge says, okay, we're going to actually entertain Kyle Curtis's shit, and we're going to entertain what he's saying, right? So if that's the fucking case, how are you going to tell me that I have to look at it and say, yo, this contract fucking exists because a judge ruled a default judgment based off of no evidence? Oh, I have ammo. Fucking A, I had ammo the whole time. Damn it. You get what I'm saying, Navy? He's sitting there saying things that are just, we've got these clips of you telling people that you don't have a fucking contract, and you're really going to sit here and fucking act like you have a contract due to a default judgment in court. What the fuck, dude? Navy, you've been through, I wish I had other people here to talk to. Who knows a lot. You know who I'm talking about, our friend that committed suicide. I wish he was here because he's, he knew so much about this stuff. But how does that make sense? And what do you reconcile of that part of the issue, part of the story?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I think it was Torn that pushed it out tonight. She said that, she basically, I'm just going to paraphrase, that he had been avoiding you for so long for this very reason. Whatever got a burr in his saddle tonight to get on the stream and talk to you, he thought that he was empowered and was going to go out there and just show that you were wrong, right? And what you showed tonight and what happened to him is the reason why he refused. Because the thing is, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I was emailing, to Modern Day Debates on your behalf, at your request, whatever, to do this. And every time he turned it down. He just wouldn't.
He said that. He admitted that tonight. Yeah, he admitted that tonight.
the reason is because I think he knew exactly what was going to happen, because he knows that everyone in this Discord, that you have a Discord that grabs actual evidence, that puts it out there for you the moment you ask for it. You know, for the most part, you have it, you know, or you have it ahead of time. You're prepared to go. And so he didn't want to debate, but for whatever reason, he felt empowered because of the fact that you were on a stranger channel, like a strange channel, and then a lot of people in there seemed to be on the side that was against you to an extent. And so he felt
I didn't feel that way, but go ahead, sorry.
Well, I mean, based on what was going on in the chat,
I know. I get why you said that. No, I get it.
So he felt empowered to come on and kind of like, you know, cowboy up for the first time ever. And what happened was he just got beat down. And then by the end of that chat, he even apparently admits it on his own live that he's doing right now, that he got bird dogged. And, you know,
what is bird dogged, bruh? What's that? I'm not from the South.
It just means that you're getting like everyone's like everyone's like what's a good way to put it?
Why wouldn't they though, Navy? How do you look at the clip that I gave him? How in the fuck do you look at the clip that I get? Augie didn't even play the other clips. Like, if he would have played those other clips, they would have all been like, holy fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then all it took was one. That's the thing, is that with most people who are critical thinkers, when someone says, I didn't do this, you show even one thing that defies, you know, the quote-unquote thing that they said, they're going to sit there and go, no, you're a liar. Like, I can see it right here. There's the evidence right there. You are an absolute liar. And so here goes the bird dogging, and he didn't think that was ever going to happen.
Well, I think the weird thing there is, like, that was, I think, when things kind of changed in the conversation, when they all heard that clip, because it's like, dude, no one in that stream, no one in that room on Augie's show had ever said anything like that in a stream about a woman who accused them of SH. So then maybe I think they started to open their mind and be like, what if Uni isn't fucking trying to be a dick and sided and playing this game? What if Uni's actually in here trying to fucking warn us of something? And then it was funny because he said, Creepshow, if I ever came and talked to you before today, and I'm thinking, what are you talking about before today? You went and talked to her today? So he admitted he talked to Creepshow today. I just don't, like, Creepshow, fuck. If I could say this to her without her getting all snarky or mad or whatever, I'd say, hey, listening to him and pushing the narrative he tells you is going to be bad for you because he's lying, and there are so many clips out there that show he's lying that, you know, you should look at me, UNIRock, trying to tell you this, Creepshow, so that you look at it and say, okay, when Uni says he lied about this, I pull clips. When he walks in, all he does is scream into the air, Uni's a liar, Uni's an asshole, Uni's a fucking idiot, and shit. It happened again. Remember when he used to do that shit to me when he first got mad at me? And then he would sit on a show? Yeah, who's the one that sat on the show and fucking just screamed about that shit the whole time? Like, I actually criticize the man on the things he does if I bring him up. And I'm allowed to cover the non-sequitur lawsuit, especially when Kyle Curtis is shown up and defending himself in court. I'm allowed to cover it. I don't know how he even makes that argument. It's so dumb. I'm not covering it now, of course, because it's over, but there's only one side left from what I've been told by him, and I'm actually believing him on that. I don't know why I just heard the pop-up. Oh, there it is. Leroy. Did I miss it? Yeah, I did. Thank you, Leroy, my man. Appreciate it.
Well, who is it?
The look on Augie's face was priceless?
Yep.
Well, Jess, when did Augie have that look on his face? When that clip got played? I just hope eventually that Augie, Muda, and the others, Nicholas, that they seem really, like, cool and open-minded towards clips and you know, proof. I hope they realize. I think they did. I took it as if they did by the end because their tone with me completely fucking changed. But I hope they realize what the fuck just happened in there. Like, I'm just trying to help them the fuck out. Like, yo, there's some really fucked up shit around this story that nobody's talking about. And it's gonna be out there. People are gonna find it, and it's gonna leave people with a really horrible fucking thought process. And I don't think they know. They don't know that the reason why the non-sequitur suit is connected to Katie is because Katie used to be a co-host on that show, and she had to accuse Steve of that happening, and that's what caused Kyle to kick Steve off the show. And because he kicked Steve off the show, Steve hated Katie and Kyle, Katie might have had 800 subscribers. As time went on, Steve started to attack the living hell out of Katie, and then ironically, her channel blew up while he was attacking her for a year. And he said that's an opinion that he's harassed or attacked Katie. I don't know how it's a fucking opinion, but I guess it is. Fine. It just seems like with all the clips out there of him just railing her from without any clip, without evidence, or without him, you know, when he's yelling and he's screaming and he's flipping on her. It's why it's hard for people like us to look at Katie, someone who we know was a small YouTuber that had to call out Steve for what he said to her and then got harassed by Steve for all that time. It's hard for us to not look at Katie and see that same person with lower sub counts. It hasn't even really hit me and sunk in. When Katie comes around, I don't look at her like she's a big YouTuber because I've known her since she was a little YouTuber. I don't know, man. It's just too much.
Well, not even just that. The moment you start to call for burning channels to the ground, kind of means that you're about to go on a harassment and attacking campaign.
Yeah, I think the people there are smart people. I think they're good people. I think that they, wanted to come at me because they thought I was gonna like rail Creep Show or something instead of just present a clip and say, hey, this wasn't that way and I have evidence to prove it. You know what I mean? And then I also think that if Steve did talk to fucking Creep Show, which I thought that's what I heard, but in between all the yelling, screaming, and the mic cutting out constantly. Why in the fuck am I in here? Oh, no. I got the worst fucking spawn possible, bro. I'm going to die right now. Just wait.
I think what Steve was trying to say is that the first time he had talked to her was on that live stream. And because
he is that what you think he meant?
Well, because he introduced himself and was like, oh, this is the first time I've talked to you, blah, blah, blah.
He does that every time. It's like, well, you can ask Manya. It's like, Manya is a fucking liar, dude. Why am I going to ask Manya anything? Who the fuck's Manya? Why are we asking Manya? Was Manya's willing to lie for you? No, just fucking represent your side, bro. I don't fucking get it.
Well, we also do know that he likes to play semantics. So that might have been the first time they talked, but it might not have been the first time they messaged each other either.
That's true. I mean, oh my god, I got a med case. Take it. I gotta get out of this fucking... I gotta get out of this round, and I can't die. I'm gonna die right now, though. Watch. Yikes! I'm gonna hide right here for while I sit and talk to you guys and hope I don't get killed so I can escape with this med case. This med case is worth like 500 thou or something. Something good like that. The med case is worth good money. That was a hell of a good spawn right there.
So I think tonight was a great example of what happens when you take all the evidence and it's not the people who, it's not the usual group that we have, right? It's a bunch of other people. And when you go there and you have these all these subscribers to all these channel and Creep Show and all this kind of stuff are watching all this kind of stuff what's going on, and Steve comes in and they had this idea because they've heard this narrative about how Steve was right about everything and he never did anything wrong, right? And then all of a sudden he's on a third-party channel with the person who has been going and showing that he has been doing this, and that person brings evidence. What you saw in the chat was what happens when normal people are supporting one side because of, what they heard, and then someone brings evidence.
Oh my god, could you imagine how all of them felt when they heard fucking David Silverman go, penis, I'm going to assault her right now, penis, penis, and Steve is sitting there laughing at Katie. He's laughing at this happening to Katie. Oh, stop, I haven't given you consent, like making fun of Katie's claim. Like, how is anything more powerful than that? It's psycho. But
well, and the aspect that he...
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
I mean, just the aspect that he decided to throw Silverman under the bus. Well, I never liked him.
He's like, well, I want to delete that clip because Silverman... No, dude, you sat there and defended that shit and used it against Katie until people turned... After it happened, he was all gung-ho about it until he saw the public outcry and backlash. And yeah, if I was him, I'd sit around now saying that I wanted it deleted too.
Yeah, because Silverman did the same thing, right? He did a whole thing where you got
yeah, but Steve did. Steve, wait a minute. Didn't Silverman delete that without anything from McCrae? I mean, I thought Silverman talked about deleting it and said that it was his decision. It had nothing to do with McCrae, but I could be wrong.
Well, I think he got backlash because he's been getting a lot of backlash over the last couple of years for stuff that he's done, right? And so as soon as he saw this backlash coming from what he did, I think he went ahead and deleted it again, but I don't think Steve had anything to do with it. I think Steve would let him, kept it up forever.
Well, that's just our opinion again. But one thing's for sure is that I think, like, I don't know how Creepshow, I know that, like, they have to have people they know from before they, like, were bigger YouTubers, right? They have people they know from back before they blew up and back before people called them a big liar and hated them and all this. And I mean, it's just like, man, just have a little bit of fucking, like, understand our position a little bit. You could convince me that Katie's the most horrible person ever, right? I mean, you could. You could convince me of that. It's not going to happen, though, if you're just sitting there acting like I'm a fucking Katie simp the whole time. And, acting like, the people that the things that have happened in the last year didn't happen, or they happened differently than how they did. You know, it's like, hopefully this conversation might have breached that a little bit.
No, I agree. And you know, the thing was, there were a lot of Katie supporters, and when you were going to go live on UNIRock2, and after you started going on there, people were talking and stuff. I seen people go back and forth. There were people that were forum mods that, you know, didn't like certain things that she did, and so they quit being mods, but they were still respectful. And then there were others that were like, well, I've been here the entire time since she was, you know, super small, and she's always been nothing but nice to me. So there's always a back and forth. There's always two sides of the story.
There is. So let's handle something, man, because you guys know a little bit about it. So remember when I tried to tell Creepshow... Hold up. Sorry. Whoa. Remember when I tried to tell Creepshow that Katie said that she didn't say that girl... All she said was that girl was a brat? Remember that part?
Yeah, that was one of the big parts of her video, yeah.
I want to find that clip. Did Creepshow have the clip? I'm sure she did, right?
Honestly, I tell you the truth, when I listened to it, all I remember was her saying that she said that girl was a brat. And, of course,
because, like, Katie says she was reading from her chat, and she read that somebody had said that she was acting like a brat, and Katie said something like, yeah, she could be acting like a brat or whatever. Remember, that was on my stream from last night, so I can take what Katie actually said in a video clip, and then I can take that, what I'm going to call it, the brat clip, because Katie said it was a brat. I don't know anything about the clip, so don't even start judging me. The only thing I know is that it has something to do with the kid flipping out in their car, and the kid was flipping out because they didn't want to go with someone, and then Katie said brat, and it made people think, like, dude, that's fucked up because the kid's claiming something happened. That's, like, the way I took it, right?
Yeah, and, you know, and Katie came into the Discord and we were talking about all that kind of stuff because she's pretty open to questions and stuff when she comes in the Discord. And so it was I think I brought it up or whatever. And she's like, well, you know, and she said the exact same thing she told you the night before, is that I was reading my live chat and someone said that, you know, she was acting like a brat, and I was just replying to them saying that, and I was, you know, just making comment on what they were saying.
I appreciate that, Leroy, man. I do. I understand you feeling that way, but I mean, I'm just going to keep trying to do what I do, which is figure out what's really going on, make a video explaining it to everybody, my points, my side, and, you know, I'm going to make sure that I'm fair. Not only, I know that people don't like it, that I'm going to try to be fair to Katie while I go through it, but I'm also going to be fair to the other side the whole time. And if Katie wasn't reading the chat and if she did call her a brat and it was like some messed up thing, I'm not going to hide that. I'm not going to not criticize that. You get me? So it's like, though, you can't really expect me to take what's going on now and then just say, okay, I'm going to throw out a 1-minute video or a 3-minute video. I'm just going to record it really quick and just slap it together. I'm going to write a script. I'm going to put it together. I'm going to grab the clips. I'm going to grab the any tweets or whatever it may be, and I'm going to actually show people what's there, because that's what I do in my videos. That's how I drew my opinion about non sequitur. It's how I drew my opinion over the fucking McRae bullshit that he sits and calls me a fucking liar about every time he goes anywhere, you know? Just wait till what happens if fucking Muda makes a video on the non-sec thing? Like, just say if Muda did. I think Muda would act like he did tonight over, like, a lot of the opinions that he had, but also I think he'd still agree with a lot of the things we feel about the non-sequitur case and what happened if you looked at it, right? So, my point is, what is Steve going to do to Muda if Muda agrees with not with Steve in the whole thing? you know?
Calm control, like he does everybody else.
Yeah, he'll start literally, like Steve would literally say every negative thing he's ever said about me, just if Muda gave his opinion on the non-sequitur case. Now, if it went in Steve's favor, he would kiss his ass. If not, then he's going to call him a liar for the next year.
But that's his MO. He always talks about how he doesn't do that, right? And he kind of doesn't, but it's only if the people disagree with him in a way that he accepts. You can't disagree with him in a much more open manner. You have to disagree with them privately and then get an okay to disagree with them is what it feels like.
Well, he's literally told me that. I was like kind of shocked at some of the stuff he brought up. It was fucking like, dude, a lot of this has nothing to do. It's like Steve wasn't even concerned with the audience or the people there knowing what the hell he was talking about. He just started off calling me names, putting me down, and trying to just yell at me, you know? That's how I felt, at least.
We have to remember, this is the same guy who literally put out a tweet describing how you were allowed to disagree with him in steps.
Yeah. Well, hold on. MD said, and this is what gets me. This is my issue. MD is... Whoops. Fuck. Damn it, that was good ammo. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, 1 second. Let me just switch to this mag. We're going to go ahead and use that mag next. I think this is my good mag. No, fucking A. Shit on a fucking turtle. What the hell? Hold on. All right. This is my bad mag. This is a good mag. This is a great mag. So let's... Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. This is what gets me. MD said this. MD just said... She didn't call Sophie a brat. Period. Point blank. She said the child, quote, could have been acting fine or bratty, end quote, when responding to somebody in her chat who did call her a brat. It's all in the clip. MD, please get me the clip to one of my mods so that I can do a fucking video on it in the morning. I'll do a fucking video just on that and take what people are saying is there, what other people say is there, and break it down. Please.
MD, if you want to, it's the same. I have the same name on Twitter. DMs are open, so just shoot me something, whatever you want. But I think I think one of the biggest things to take away from that is that you saw what happened when Steb was confronted with evidence and the truth. And one, he tried really hard to baffle everybody with bullshit. And I say that because I've said it before about what he tries to do. He tries like, and I hate, to bring this up again, but like a flat earther, to sit there and talk over you and to not let you in. There were several times when the parts that I did watch, when you brought up the Silverman clip, that people in the chat were like, Steve, shut up and let him present the evidence. He actually brought receipts. You don't bring anything, so let him...
People in the chat said that good, man. Fucking A, dude, because I felt like that the whole damn time, but I wasn't going to sit and yell and act like a goddamn boomer, because that's not me, man. I ain't like that. I'll sit there and laugh at you for acting, yelling and screaming over internet cringy bullshit. I'm not the one to sit and start yelling myself. Fuck that.
That's the reaction we've always seen from Steve when he gets hit from kind of what is left field for him, when he's not expecting to be criticized in a very succinct way. He screams, he shouts, he starts throwing names out there because he's hoping to distract people through yelling, basically, by overpowering the other person. He wins as long as that other person suddenly can't.
Yeah, it's like, yo, Uni's a liar, and if I scream it 900 times, maybe some people in the evidence are going to believe me regardless of the clips Uni has and what his criticisms really are. Yeah, I'm with you. Can't see shit, dude. I need a flashlight in this game.
Well, and that's the funny thing, right? So there were certain monetary gambles that were put out on Twitter against you to come and do stuff, and you refused to do it. And everyone said, if I remember correctly, that you were scared and didn't want to go against somebody and put your money where your mouth was.
Well,
I think tonight they saw what would have happened if you had actually done that. But you knew that certain people didn't have money. They were getting it from somebody else, and it would have been a waste of time. But what they also saw, and one thing I want to point out here, and that everyone in this chat loves and the other chat loves too, is that you don't run away from an actual honest discussion.
fuck!
Going into things.
Sorry, Navy. Sorry. God damn it, I knew I heard that dude creeping. You managed very well the situation with Steve. He just lost his shit and blabbed like a maniac boomer. Thank you, Keon. Navy, sorry to scream in your ear. Go ahead.
It's all right. Well,
I love this game.
That high guy says it best. He just tagged me. He said, I don't see how Steve can really continue after tonight. He really put his foot in his mouth in front of the world big time. And that's true because the viewer count like shot up when he came in, right? So supposedly it was between you and Creepshow, and that was supposed to be the whole. Right?
I know, but they didn't even tell me that. I just thought I was coming in to talk to Augie about what was going on. Next thing I know, it's this giant fucking like, whatever it was. Go ahead.
And then she gets overshadowed by her buddy, Steph, right? Because he comes in, all of a sudden everyone's shooting up, and they're there hoping that he's going to destroy you.
That's funny.
And what happens? What happens is you go, well, you can say things all day long. You can, words can come out of your mouth until you're blue in the face. But I don't even have to say anything. Let me just show you this.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you, man. Yeah, just take a look at this clip. Okay. Mic drop. There's my point. My point is everybody wants to scream and flip out about what's going on with Katie right now. My point is that the information that's being put out there about now is fine to rail Katie on in a criticism fashion. But if you're going to try to say, if you're going to bring in the sexual harassment allegation and all that other stuff into this, you got to understand that you're being fed misinformation from that side, in my opinion. And that was kind of the point of my stream. Was like, okay, whatever made that, ooh, I got ammo. Oh, I got a bunch of ammo. All right. Whatever is going on with that side of it is not, I think, represented. Oh, look at that, baby. Oh, yeah, let's go. I got like $200,000 worth of ammunition in these clips. This is tight. Yeah, you get me. You get what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, sure. All this dumb shit happened over this court case, and your opinions on it are valid. Okay. It still doesn't mean that we can misrepresent what happened back when, you know what I'm saying? Back when the RO happened and all that. Like, that, the shit happening now does not change what happened with the RO and the sexual harassment. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, the two cases, though, related in the fact that Katie is involved in some way with the NSF stuff, right? And then the other part is fully Katie. That's the only way they're related. But
I get you.
He likes to conflate things like that together in order to try and make one look better than it might normally.
I mean, I get that, man, but anyway, I'm more interested in tonight, I want to talk about tonight and some of the shit people are saying about that stream, because
a certain person you may know, Rachel chat says, did you hear at the end? He said to them to get with him one-on-one so he can explain. So there's no one there to oppose and debunk his narrative.
Yeah. Well, we know what's going on there.
Well, I mean, that's what he does, right? He's like, when people start going after him on Twitter or whatever, oh, just, DM me and I'll explain it to you. No, you need to answer it on Twitter where everyone in the entire world can see what you're saying and stop hiding things. Because, your secret evidence, your vault of whatever crazy you got is not going to save you when you actually are put on, when you voluntarily come onto the firing line and are put to the test. It doesn't work. We saw it tonight. What happens when he actually goes head-to-head against you. And it's like he, brought a pencil to a gunfight. Like, it was ridiculous.
Well, remember, I'm a liar. I'm a manipulator. I'm a piece of shit. Remember all that, just so you know. Make sure you represent the hard truth that I am all these horrible things he says I am, but I'm not allowed to have an opinion. MD said Navy, she sent you the stuff. Let you know if she got it. Pippa said Katie said her lawyer watched the stream. I know. And that's kind of weird because it's like, well, you know what? Steve's not going to have anything to worry about with Katie's lawyer watching that stream. Because, according to him, he has no agreement, no NDA, no nothing. Uni's just a lying piece of shit. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter if Katie's lawyer watched the stream. Nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to get mad about the lawyer watching the stream because Uni's a piece of shit. Just so everybody knows. Everybody's caught up.
Well, I do like the fact that even though he doesn't have an agreement, he'll be able to talk about it
in a year. Somebody tell me what the hell that even meant. Was I hallucinating? Was I fucking hallucinating when I heard that? Somebody slipped me some acid, isn't it? Because I heard him say, no, I have no agreement with her, you liar, UNIRock, but I'll talk to you about it in a year when my agreement wears off. And no, he didn't say that last part. That's just me being funny, but you know what I'm saying? Holy fucking shit, man. Oh, if only Creepshow knew. Everybody hold on real quick. Listen to this. If only Creepshow knew this is our favorite sound effect.
Expose me, Boomer.
Our favorite sound effect, and Creepshow hates me.
Expose me, Boomer.
It just sucks, because this is like my favorite sound effect, and that's Creepshow's video. And now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use that anymore, because the person who spoke this hates my guts.
Expose me, Boomer.
I'm just going to put it out there. She put it out there to be used.
I know. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Yeah, it's okay. It's just a joke.
No, it's
just a joke.
And you know what? If Creepshow is watching or whatever,
I don't think she is.
At that moment in time, when you said what you said, I agree with you.
Well, no, listen. The point is, what I found at the beginning of that stream with Creepshow, I was under the impression she did not say what I thought she said in the video. But then I found out after I got out of Augie's stream, Creepshow did say that. And I'm just a little confused there. I'm confused at how I'm this bad guy because I wanted to correct one little thing there that had to do with the sexual harassment stuff. And she'll say that she wasn't making an argument. I know that, but it's the point that being in there that way leads people, if they hear that, to believe that's what happened with that situation. And I'm doing my stream because I want to correct that thing. I think that being in there kind of,
I got a question in the chat.
Hold on. Let me read it. Let me read them. Trio says, I love how he claimed you talk over people for a narrative while talking over everybody pushing a narrative. I know. Di says, yay, ha ha ha. Pippa says he's trying to get 50-50 with Creepshow for Boomer merchandise. Oh my God, that's funny. Please stop. Scarlett says, one where she's sitting on the couch for no, it was in the video she just uploaded today. There was a clip at the end, and it literally said exactly what I thought it said. But I'm not claiming, I went in there telling Creepshow I wasn't claiming, that any fucked up thing about it. I was planning on just showing people what Creepshow said, because it's factual. It was a factual clip. You could see it, and you could hear it. I'm sorry. You would have been able to see it, too. I would have had it on my screen, but you could hear it. You could hear that what I told her it said was what the fucking clip said. I'm making a video on it tomorrow, man. I'm fucking doing a video on this tomorrow because, it's just fucking crazy, dude. I can't believe that I fucking left that stream. It's starting to it's kind of hitting me right now. I left the stream, and Creepshow tried to make me look like an idiot, saying that I brought up something that she didn't even say in her stream, when my whole point wasn't even making a fucking argument on that shit. It was just saying, yo, you said this in your stream. It's going to lead some of the viewers to believe that this is the way it went, and I wanted to correct that in a video and let you know where I felt that it was wrong. Supposedly, she said she played a clip of Katie calling Sophie a brat, and that's something I'm going to look at tomorrow and see if what the actual clip was and everything. Yes. And here, hold on. I want to play people what Creepshow said really quick for anyone
I didn't
that
talk
didn't
about
hear
how
it.
she falsely accused him of sex.
Hold on, I'm playing it right now.
He's going
Here it
after
is.
her. Again, this is only a fraction of what she has done. I didn't cover her filing a restraining order against another YouTuber simply because he talked about his experience with her.
I didn't cover, she says, I didn't cover her, Katie, filing a restraining order simply because another YouTuber talked about his experience with her. That's what I was going to fucking address in my video, and I think she knew that. Why the fuck did she tell people that the video didn't say it and then sit and act like I'm a fucking asshole the whole time she talked to me, when in reality, what I read to her from my notes was in the fucking video? It fucking just gets me, man. She was trying to... It was almost like I was being fucking... what's it called?
Gaslighted?
Gaslighted, yeah, because I didn't... When she told me she didn't say it, I wasn't going to say, yes, you did. I wasn't going to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, well, fuck, you didn't say that? Oh, shit. You know? It would have been a completely different conversation if I would have had that clip to play and actually listen to when I was in there with Augie. The reason I didn't have it is because I was trying to start my stream, and I planned on pulling that stuff after I got going in the stream like I typically do. You know what I mean? Yeah, I bring a lot of shit up, but a lot of the stuff I play straight through Discord, because that little clip we have is uploaded to Discord right there. So yeah, it's not something I can pop out of Discord and play because it's uploaded to Discord. It's not a clip on YouTube. That's a clip that somebody recorded with their phone and then put in Discord for me. And so, and I would rather play something like that than play somebody else's video, honestly. But I'm just saying, like, it just bothers me. I think that bothers me more than anything because it's like, at least have things on a fair playing field, right? Don't sit and act like I'm a liar and I'm an asshole and I'm all these things. I'm sided, I'm simping, I'm all this stuff. If the entire thing started by you telling me that wasn't in the video, when in reality, even though she wasn't making some big argument about it, that wasn't going to be my argument either. I just think it's wrong to put that in the video when it wasn't that way. I think we could make that statement here, right? Let's say it and try to be as cool to Creepshow as we can, because maybe Creepshow just forgot that was at the end of the video. Maybe she just forgot. I don't think... It doesn't have to be that Creepshow was trying to misrepresent me or something. She probably just could have forgot that was in. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to upload a video, and I'm going to show everybody, yeah, what I said was in that fucking video last night on Augie's stream was in the fucking video. How can she say she didn't know him, but when you asked him a question, she came in and spoke on his behalf and answering very specifically? Yeah, she was trying to help him or something. It's almost like she felt bad for him. And I'm not saying that to be mean to her.
But I don't get that because the whole disagreement they had, you know, was it like 6-8 months ago or a year ago or whatever, was over someone that he is still friends with. So I don't get it.
I'm in a horrible spawn, dude. I'm in such a bad spawn.
Zach asked me, he said, they said, do you think, Uni, that any creators would apologize if he wins?
Say that again? I was shooting somebody.
Do you think any of these creators, I guess, I'm assuming the ones that go after her and say she's lying, should apologize if she wins?
If she wins the lawsuit in the end?
Yeah, I'm assuming the one against Toddy is what they're talking about.
I don't know, man. You can't ask me that. Like, everything I thought about, like, YouTube commentary just got turned on its head today. Not by all the people in that chat, just by a certain portion of it. So, like, I'm not in a position to even speculate at this point. No, I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just being honest with the people who asked the question, so don't fucking shit on me for saying it, you know.
Well, I think that's what happened. I think these guys like Augie and whatnot. You brought the evidence. You showed them what these people.
I thought he was cool.
These people are defending. Yeah, but that's what
him.
you did, right? So they had an idea. They brought on Creepshow, and they were like, "Oh, we're in this whole thing. We're Uni Creepshow," and you brought on the evidence and said, "Hey, this is not the way it is. Whatever you've been told by whoever third party you're talking to is not true." and I can show it right now. I don't even have to say anything. I'm going to show it to you. And so I didn't get a chance to see Augie's reaction, I guess, to some of the stuff that you showed. But I can understand it.
Well, I just like... Oh, go ahead, Thomas.
No, go ahead.
Well, I just like that Muda, Augie, even Creepshow, yeah, she was arguing with me a lot. I like the fact that they pulled me in, tried to talk to me, tried to be cool. I think they got a little bit of a feeling about, you know, how hard it is to deal with McCrae and why people end up responding to him. Like, YouTubers end up responding to McCrae a lot because he goes out and lies about them so fucking much when he gets mad. When he gets mad about anything they say, he'll roll out there and just fucking say anything about them. And then he tries to be as specific as possible to ask them questions and yell and scream and bug out and all this shit, you know? So I think they got a little bit of an experience. It's like, how do you, as a creator, make the correct decision on when to respond to him lying about you and spamming constantly about you on Twitter and YouTube, as opposed to maybe bringing up a lawsuit that has to do with him a little, you know, covering the lawsuit, you know, talking about what side you agree with and what sides you don't. And then, you know, I think they got that. I think when he came in, he kind of showed them what the fucking issue was. Because I was trying my best to just, yeah, you can call me a simp. You can shit on me. You can fuck with me all you want. I'm still going to sit there and be cool. It's not going to hurt my fucking feelings. Right? But then you get him in there and he just loses his shit and goes batshit psycho insane, you know? I think that kind of showed them a little, a bit about what's up. Hopefully.
Well, the fact that you didn't get defensive when they were, you know, calling you a simp and all that kind of stuff and just kind of rolled with it shows that you've put a lot of time and effort into what you've looked into and spent a lot of time thinking about it. So why are you going to let their words and insults change your thoughts?
I mean, I
Whereas
could
Steve
fucking
McCrae,
convince anybody. Oh, go ahead, bro. Sorry.
I'll say it, but Steve McCrae comes in screaming like that because he has to be right, because he can't change his mind about what he's saying.
He wanted to make the whole fucking stream about the non sequitur issue, him and all this. And I'm thinking when they said he was going to come in, I'm like, bring him in. But I'm thinking, like, you really want to fucking embarrass yourself like that and cringe out this shit, dude? Like, come the fuck on, man. Like, oh, we got a fucking scab. Let's kill it. Or let's die trying. You guys can talk while I kill scabs. It's okay. You're not going to interrupt me or anything. If you want.
No, I'm just answering
What a crazy night, dude. What a crazy few days, right? What a crazy, crazy few days.
Yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days. And the thing is, like, I want to say, like, you know, you went out there and showed them. The best thing that happened tonight was McCrae coming on and thinking it could have been you versus Joe, and people were going to have their allegiances or whatever. But the overall issue was between you and McCrae. And so the fact that he thought it was a good idea to get on there and talk to you was probably the best thing he could have done for you whatsoever. Because I guarantee you, there's going to be people watching that stream that you go, well, this stuff's kind of interesting. And one guy showed some evidence. The other guy just screamed like a little baby.
Oh, fuck, I dropped my shit, bro. No, that's expensive. It's expensive as fuck. Oh, fuck, I dropped my painkillers, Navy. Sorry, dude. Go ahead. I apologize.
Okay.
There they are. Oh, God, that's expensive shit, dude. Sorry, go ahead.
I think they're going to look at it and go, well, maybe I need to go check out UNIRock's channel. Because if I want to know more about this, I see the one guy on this entire stream that brought evidence with him. And then just try to talk over somebody and try to just, you know, keep someone else from allowing the evidence to be shown. And so what McCrae did tonight, once again, was probably to get you some more subs.
Oh, who knows, bro? I noticed that I did gain some subs, but fuck knows why and what's happening. I don't tend to look at it that much, so.
So, I was mostly hanging in the chat on UNIRock2 while you were over there. And
Shit.
Katie had been in there for a bit. And
Yeah.
while you were talking to Steve, he started to bring up the TRO stuff and all that. And so someone has a question because while she was in there, she mentioned that Steve's been avoiding service. And so Pippa
She said that in my chat? Hold on,
Yes,
hold on,
sir.
hold on. Okay, say that again. Katie said what while I wasn't in my stream? She said what in my chat? Because this is public. You're allowed to say it. Say it again.
that Steve has been avoiding service.
Steve has been avoiding effing service, dude.
That's what she said, yes. So Pippa wanted to know if you had any other details or information you could share about it.
Yes, that he's avoiding service to get fucking punished or to get like held accountable for the bullshit he's saying, breaking the NDA. Yes. That's what's happening. He's avoiding that service, the NDA service, so that Katie can take him back to court and say, hey, you broke the NDA that we had agreed on. Because you broke this NDA, I'm going to take you back to court, and you're going to have to, A, have the thing that he will get mad. If I say it's an RO, he's going to call me a liar, but the thing that was originally filed that they let go away so that it could be turned into the NDA, he's avoiding the service on. The service that he's avoiding is so that Katie can get him back into court and tell the judge, look, he made this agreement and he violated it 900 fucking times and he owes me this much money per violation. I want my money and I want an RO back on him because he violated this thing that was the reason why we dropped the thing that Steve says I can't call an RO without becoming a massive liar. Yeah. Or Katie could just be lying through her teeth like everyone else says, but I tend to believe that because he broke the NDA so many times, that might be why she said that. Though, again, that was something Katie said, not me, and I'm responding to my chat, so.
Well, I don't get how he doesn't understand that you draw him out, right? Like you doing what you do forces him to, say things that he's not supposed to say, do things he's not supposed to do, right? And he talks about like a big picture, this whole thing with the whole non-sequitur case. Oh, you guys just don't see the big picture. And I'm like, Bubba, you can't see the small picture. Where every time Uni does this, he's doing it because you trip up every single time.
Well, what am I supposed to do, bro? Like, my audience wants to know what's going on with Kyle and Steve. Why? Because both Kyle and Steve approached my channel and asked to come on it. This is a truth. They've both admitted that they've approached my channel and asked to come on it. And when they did that, when they approached and asked to come, they came on and told my audience certain things. So when I find out that the things that either Steve or Kyle said turns out to be untrue, I go and let my audience know, like, yo, you heard this on my channel. It's my responsibility now to come to you and be like, hey, this shit isn't true. This shit sucks. This is, it's not. God damn it. What happened there? Where did that magazine go? Where did that fucking magazine go? I got to go back to my audience and be like, look, audience, that shit you heard Kyle say, that shit you heard Steve say here on my show when they asked to come on, when they wanted to come on, not when I fucking begged them to come on or held a gun to their head and forced them to come on my show. What they said when they wanted to come here turns out to be untrue, or here's an issue with it, and I'm going to report it to you. After I report that shit, give my opinion on that shit, that's when I have to deal with the accusations that I'm a liar and I'm a fucking all the nasty things that he's saying I am and all that. And then he gets mad because he really think I'm not gonna fucking rebut you saying that about me. Like, why not, dude? Why would I not rebut it? It'd be stupid not to rebut it. So it's just a shit show of epic shit show proportions.
Omaros Moon had a question for you. She said,
please, I like Omaros.
Can she serve Ruhia because he's Steve's power of attorney?
That'd be hard to do because he's in Australia. I would assume Katie could serve Steve's current lawyer, honestly. But who knows? I don't know how any of that shit works. See, I'm not like him. I fucking admit to everybody that I don't know shit about the law. Now, just like I don't know shit about nuclear fucking physics. But if I had to do a video that contained nuclear physics, I would go in and spend anywhere from 1 hour to 100 hours if I had to, making sure that I am caught up and I know what I'm talking about. And that's what I've done talking about the legal stuff. If I want to go on the channel and say, hey, yo, I suck with legal stuff. I'm not great on it. You got to make sure you take the words I use, the terms I use, the things I'm saying, and really listen to them so that if I do say, yo, you've got this accusation towards you. Hey, it's not an accusation. It's a dictation. You know, I don't know, because the word I used ends up being a word he doesn't like me using. You can't just call me a blanket fucking liar, asshole. Like, you're going to have to, you know, listen to what I'm saying. And then it would, you know, it would be nice if instead of Steb throwing a fucking hissy fit, he actually said, Uni is using this word when he's trying to use this word. Now, that's if I've done that. I don't think he's even proven that I've done that yet, because looking at the paper that Augie saw, it is literally written as anyone would define as the word I used. The one that starts with an R and ends with an O. So it's like, I don't know, bro. It's fucking crazy.
Tornado said, towards the end, even Augie asked, should you even be on here, Steve?
He shouldn't have been. No, he had a fucking restraining order, and he knows that if he comes on that we're talking about Katie, me and Creepshow are, the base root of the conversation, unfortunately, involves Katie Joy. He has an NDA/gag order/paper agreement thing that extended his RO into that agreement that he should not, his lawyer would tell him, he should not be in around people talking about that or adding to conversations, denying the fact that he has that. Tell me this, Navy. Gag order, NDA, or whatever that, let's just call it a paper. The paper he has with Katie. Isn't it mean that he can't say, like, it is a violation of it to stand up there and convince people that it doesn't exist? Isn't that the point of not telling people it's not there? Okay.
As far as I know, like, granted, I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I understand from the reading I've done and talking to, you know, other people in the Discord who, there are people in our Discord, I don't think people understand this, there are people in our Discord who do have a legal backing, not just Nate, but there are other people who have studied law and done this stuff, and from what I understand from them and everything I've read, denying it exists is just as bad as, you know, it is a violation of the actual existence of the order.
Well, see, I like what you just said there. You said, from what I understand, you made sure people know what you're talking about. You made sure to give everything from a standpoint that if it ended up you got an update that said that you spoke wrong there, you wouldn't be afraid to, like, correct yourself, right?
No, absolutely. I would correct myself in a heartbeat.
All right. So, like, that's you know, that's kind of my point. It's like, to say that everybody's just lying because of the way they talk about the non-set case is literally absurd. It's just effing absurd. About as absurd as it gets.
Well, it's anything they say about you claiming that you said facts. Now, what you do is you sit there and say, okay, listen, this is what I have right now.
This is where it came from.
This is where it came from. I don't know if it, you know, this is what I have currently. This is what I understand currently. And the thing is that if you get updates on stuff, that's what happens. It's called an update for a damn reason, because there could be future updates in the future.
And breaking news is breaking for a reason, because you just got, you know, you just got an understanding of what's going on. You got initial reports on something, right?
Right. And unlike some people who operate on YouTube and stuff like that, the moment you get something, you go to scope, and if it's big enough and you have enough of it compiled together where you have something you can talk about, you go to a live stream.
Shit, this is copywritten.
What is?
Nothing. I had to skip ahead on a playlist because there was a copywritten song playing. Go ahead. Sorry, dude.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, you try to update your fans as soon as you find something out. But you always purpose it with either it's your opinion or this is what I have now. And that means that it's what you have at this moment in time. It could change in the future.
Yep. You said it, my guy. Saying that in the most sarcastic, funky way so that people know I'm being silly. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's you know, that's how you put things forth. And so when they sit there and make these claims that you are, you know, oh, you're claiming this, you're claiming that. Well, you haven't claimed anything. What you said was, in my opinion, based on what I have right now, this is how I understand things to be. And if it changes, I'll come back.
Exactly. Tornet just said there were claims on Twitter that Katie hijacked my stream last night. That can't be possible because Katie only... Excuse me. Katie only came in because Navy asked her to, or else maybe I'd agree.
No, here's what happened is that, for anyone out there who has that question, I responded to Katie because she tagged me in the tweet. I said this. What happens is Katie came into Discord to chat like she normally does, and she just chats with us all the time. At the time, you and I were both on the live stream. We just happened to be talking about, one of the lawsuit. And I said, when anyone's allowed to come in gaming, you told the guys that are in there, anyone that wants to come in and chit chat while you're gaming, you're playing a game or whatever, is fine. And I told Katie that, hey, we're live right now. If you want to come in, come into the gaming channel. And that's exactly what I put out on Twitter today to explain to everybody that she didn't come in and hijack anything. It was me that invited her in. And knowing that 9 times out of 10, if she wants to come in and say something about what's pertaining to her, you're okay with that.
Yeah. I try to be as much as I can. I try to be cool as F, man. I try to be cool as all F. I'm so dumb, bro. You have to excuse the stupidness of my brain, guys, if you're watching. I am stupid sometimes. But I like it, and that's why I'm stupid, because I like it. Sorry, Navy. Ignore me, please. Shit.
No worries.
If you like my show, by the way, everybody who's watching, we do have PayPal. You could donate if you'd like. If not, it's okay. Streamlabs.com/UNIRock2. And I did get a message from someone that said they got kicked from UNIRock2, and I will fix that, okay? I'll fix it. If it doesn't work at first, just reach out to my mods. I'll try to fix it again, because I've been unbanning people for a day. Only a couple, but I've had to end up going back in and doing it again for it to stick. Just so everybody understands, everybody's good. All right. All right, let's do one more run, man. Why is this helmet messed up? Oh, good. It's the helmet. I was about to flip out. All right. Here we go. No, we're not. I'm dumb. Forgot my ammo.
Here's one thing I don't understand. I'm gonna put this out there to you and Thomas because, maybe I'm not that skeptical of a guy. Maybe I think myself a skeptic, and maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
But I don't understand that when you make a claim or you say certain things that are true, you claim that they're true, as in, and I'm nothing against Creepshow Art, but in her video she did say that I've talked about all this stuff that Katie has done. But I did not talk about, this and this. And
I think she forgot, man. I think she forgot she said it, honestly.
But when you get presented with the facts, that...
Well, I didn't argue that, though. Like, when she corrected me at the beginning of the stream and said, I didn't say that in my video, I just was like, oh, shit, my bad. I didn't realize that, it was possible that she said something that did align to that. Yeah, that would have been a better conversation.
And I was just using her as an example because I think the real person I'm pointing at is Stephen Craig.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Don't use her as an example then if you're going to talk about him for me. But go ahead, dude. Sorry. You're fine. You're fine. It's okay.
But anyway, so what happens is if you're a skeptical person, and which he claims to be, because he went a whole diatribe before you were allowed to talk about how his channel was... skeptical, and he taught, skepticism, and this is what he does,
Taught. You gotta be kidding me.
Paraphrase what he was saying, right? And then, if you're all his followers, and he brings zero evidence, and you bring evidence that disproves what he's saying, and you continue to follow the person that has no evidence, maybe I don't understand what skepticism is.
I know, bro. Hey, this is where it's at, dude. This is what we're dealing with here. So, I think though we've represented logic, reason, and common sense. We've done everything we set out to do. Everybody else out there has to go investigate it for themselves or just be led around, and people will do whatever they think is, going to work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a dumb Southerner, so I don't know, up from down, depending on certain people, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, as a smart Northerner, I accept you as being a not dumb Southerner. We'll just leave it at that one.
Thanks, Thomas.
But no, I do get what you're saying about how.
Sorry, go ahead.
About how there's a certain point where you can only present evidence and hope that people will look it over, because some people won't, regardless of how much evidence you give them or how often you point out that, hey, he said this here or they said this here, and we have evidence to say that they actually have acted the opposite. People sometimes latch onto an ideal of what a person may be, and it's hard to shake them from that ideal. And that's a lot of times what has happened to people who are charmed by Silverfish. Because for as much as we don't want to admit it, he has some sort of charisma to be able to keep people around.
No, I think it's more like fish. Fishma. Kerfishma. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm silly. I'm silly, dude. I forgot this is my last run of the night for Tarkov. I am going to play a different video game for a little bit, though.
So, Uni, how do you feel after this little stream that you did on August channel tonight?
Well, I think that if they have me back on to talk, I will, I think it'll be a cool thing. I'd respect that. But, yeah, I think it went great.
If, for whatever reason, Silverfish, would you challenge you to a debate in the future, would you accept?
Of course I would. Fuck, I got 2 PMCs. Hold up, 2 PMCs. Whoa, he was behind me. All right, go ahead, bro. That was intense.
No,
Dude ended up sneaking around. He did a stanky flanky. Dude got me on the stanky flank. Good kill, IBAM. Good kill, IBAM. You got the stanky flank. Congrats. Go ahead, Navy.
No, I'm just saying that, there's a reason why you won't accept certain debates, and another reason why you will. And
well, no, I accept every debate. I do, but it has to be fair, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can't be like, I don't know, like a certain debate that was some ungodly amount of things that you had to do in order to debate this person. It was like a laundry list of shit you had to concede and things like that. No, that's ridiculous.
Okay, that was a short round. I get one more. That doesn't count. Just saying, it doesn't count. Alright, what we got here? Alright, what pistol am I taking in, man?
I just want to put out to the chat, too. There are certain things that y'all ask in the chat that like you've tagged me in for me to ask me about. Now, I'm telling you right now, being in the Discord, talking to Katie and all kind of stuff, when there's questions about certain legal matters, I'm not going to ask them on here because Uni can't answer them. I can't answer them. It's only going to be something that Katie can answer whenever she's allowed to. So don't think that I'm ignoring you. Just understand that there's certain things that, we can't answer or
we can't answer about. Because we don't have any answers on any of the legal stuff, honestly. She won't talk about it. It's not like she talks about it in secret or something or whatever. No, she just doesn't talk about it. All right, this is the last round because I got killed fast on that one. But no, if you guys got stuff to put out there, put it out there, y'all. I just felt bad for Steve because I'm like, bro, he's going to come in here. He's going to yell. He's going to scream. He's going to... I got to go to reserves for a quest. We're going to try to hit this quest out. It's kind of a suicide mission, but let me actually grab some spare shit ammo just in case I run out of regular ammo. I felt bad for him coming in there, dude, because, fuck, it's like... It sounded so bad sitting there bringing up all that garbage. It's like, dude, none of the people in the audience give two flying fucks, my dude. Like, I always had this feeling about him that he didn't understand the audience. And I really do think that more now from seeing what just happened tonight, yeah.
Well, you got to remember, there's a clip where and in the beginning when he thought, you know, everyone was behind him because Kyle had kind of left, right? And he said, and I'm not quoting him directly, but I'll be paraphrasing, that he thought that the majority of the followers of the NSS were not skeptical people, that they were not smart enough to be skeptical people. And then after he saw that the majority of them were backing him because Kyle had, you know, not said anything, not done anything, that he changed his mind and realized that the majority of them were skeptical, thinking people. And if that doesn't tell you exactly how he sees the people that follow him or how he sees himself coming into a debate, I don't know what does.
I know, bro. Everything's starting to work out, though, man. Tonight was great for the truth getting out there. You think any like, human being at all listened to the way he talked and acted and then looked at the clip that played? Just that one clip, I don't give a fuck about. What about him saying that he doesn't have this thing, and then I pull out the fucking RO, and they were like, why does this matter? And I'm like, because he's lying to you, saying that I'm a fucking liar, I'm a fucking scammer, I'm a skeezer, whatever the fuck he's telling you guys I am. He's literally trying to convince you that he doesn't have a fucking RO against Katie, and he has an RO against Katie, or he had this paper against Katie, this filing that a judge signed, while calling me a fucking liar for bringing it up. Because in his opinion, he thinks he doesn't have to say that he did things to another YouTuber that resulted in that happening. But I get to say that I do believe that that happened, and all of a sudden I'm a fucking liar and all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's just too much, man.
Chimera left you a statement in the current live stream room.
Hit it.
If you would like to look at it.
Sure.
It says, it will now and forever be named the paper that the court called a harassment restraining order
Yes.
that the judge put into effect on June 1st of 2020.
There.
Please tell Steve McRae he can go fuck his semantics. I hope it keeps him warm. Happy birthday, Katie Joy.
Yeah. Chimera said that at the top of it is a paper that is called a harassment restraining order filed under the Violence Against Women Protection Act by a court of law. Yeah. And my whole thing is, like, I know that, like, I think Bo Black's, after I was bringing up and reading that shit, he was like, so what if he has a restraining order? I'm like, Bo Blacks, if this dude was sitting here calling you a fucking liar and a scammer and a piece of shit and a horrible person, and you bust out that he literally lied to you all 3 times just in that statement before calling me that, I think you're going to try to show people that the dude lied 3 times in that statement. I think that's what any human being will do, to say, look, this dude's fucking bullshitting on me, you know? That's what my thought process was. I didn't even feel like I had to go and make that argument. I felt like the argument made itself when I read that out, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that was the thing that I think, and that's what happens when you don't really understand what's going on in the situation. When people bring stuff in, you're like, well, why does that matter? Well, it matters because for the last year, this person has been
doing the same thing to me that he did to Katie outside of the, you know, the thing he's doing right here, calling me all these names. This is why Katie walked in. And if you're going to say, hey, Katie can get sued because of what she said on YouTube about certain people, okay, well, this dude also got our, whatever that paper needs to be called, but it says at the top of it that it's a harassment RO. at the top of the paper that says harassment RO at the top of it. That also happened to him. Him and Katie both have this happening to them. It's not one-sided, right? Yeah, I think I get you. I'm with you.
Yeah, I think he just kind of sealed it tonight, and that was the thing is that everyone was waiting for a showdown between you and Steve, and they got
Me
it tonight.
too. I've been waiting on him to do that, to stop calling me a fucking liar every day and actually do that. You know, show it too. Yeah.
And what happened? He brought evidence. He cried like a little baby, and that's exactly what happened. He screamed and yelled, said you were lying. And you're like, well, how can I be lying when it's right here? I have the evidence right here in front of you. Well, no, it's not true. Well, it's right here. Like, I see you in the picture. I don't know how it's not you. And I think everyone saw that. And I think a bunch of his supporters that were probably like newer supporters or whatever that kind of just believe his bullshit saw what you were putting forth. And, you know, hopefully, you know, God willing, they, you know, had a moment of, you know, Excelsior when they realized that, you know,
Excelsior.
Oh, this Excelsior, right?
I love that word. I'm with you, bro. I think, like, I couldn't be more pleased, to be honest, but I would have rather hung out with Muda, Bo Blacks, and Nicholas and actually fucking talked about some cool shit and actually was funny and fuck.
Yeah, well, step in the door.
Hold on. Sorry, hold on. This guy has really fucking good aim, whoever he is. I don't know if he's a raider or a PMC. He's got good aim, though. Hold on, bro. Sorry. Fuck! Fucking healed. Where is this motherfucker at, dude? Dancing with me. Go ahead, Navy. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying, you know, I hope some people that are, maybe they were on the fence or whatever, maybe they weren't sure.
Tell me it was a fucking scab, bro. Shouldn't have been a player right there anyway at that spawn point. No, that was a player. Okay. Yeah, I got to give it to him. That was a pretty good move. Instead of going left like it looked like he was going, he went around the other side. Good flank, man. 2 flanks in a row. All right, I get one more round because that was a really short round too, though. I get one more.
Look at you justifying this.
Game over. Thank you, Michael. Definitely. Until the next round. That's right. Zag MH. She said any family member who allowed a loved one to be sick who without committing them is enabling, and she doubled down on that when people said that that's not right. I wish I knew more about what you're talking about. Are you talking about Katie said that or something? Like, I would assume that's what you're talking about, right? It's hard for me to do that. A lot of people talk about Katie in my chat now. And it's hard for me to track it. Let's take a sniper rifle in, man. I'm having a bad time with short-range weapons. Let's try a sniper. Oh, let's take this M1A. We can take this little shitty backpack. That'll be fun. Let's try her.
Oh, to clarify earlier on the Salvation Army talk about clothes and stuff, I made a joke with Scarlett that Busy was stealing my clothes. And she told me that, well, if I didn't buy such nice clothes, then Busy wouldn't steal them. I said, well, I get my clothes from Salvation Army. She's like, well, they should be. Apparently, they're really nice clothes from Salvation Army. To which I replied, I get mine from the Amazon, Hollywood, Los Angeles Salvation Army, so it's probably true.
Hell yeah.
Doesn't stop Busy stealing my clothes, Busy. I know you're there. I know you're listening. Stop stealing my clothes.
Yeah, Busy's a shyster. Idiot, a shyster.
if he would stop spending all his money on illicit drugs and women of ill repute, he might have enough money to buy himself some clothes himself.
That's true, Busy. I hope you're listening, Busy. And where did I have to go? I know I had to go to Reserve, but I kind of want to go to the woods. I don't think I have any woods. Let's go to Customs. Sorry, go ahead.
Busy just sent me a text message, and I will not repeat this on stream because it was very vile. Busy, I don't think you would kiss Uni or Rachel that mouth, so I would be nice.
What have I told you about talking to Navy like that, Busy? Calm down. Calm down, Biz. God, you're such a boomer, Busy.
I still don't know how he's getting into my house. I've changed the locks like 3 times.
He's sneaky. He's a sneaky snake. We need... Okay, we need... what do they call it? Flash drives. I really don't want to go into interchange. But I think I don't have a choice.
Scarlett, yeah, I bet Busy does subscribe to Lockpicking Lawyer.
That's funny. All right, last round of the night. I mean it this time, damn it. Fuck it, dude.
Until his mouse finger starts to itch again, and he's just got to get one more round in.
Well, I am going to play Noida after this. So, I might still play a game, but I'm having a bad Tarkov night. Anyway. Oh, I need 100,000 for this level 5 vest.
Well, I'm going to have to tell you guys good night. I have to work in the morning. And
Hell yeah,
so,
bro.
Thanks for having me on once again.
Anytime.
And y'all have a good night.
You too, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow. Definitely an interesting evening no matter what. People discussing their opinions. Can't get anything better than that. And a lot of cringy stuff happening, but hell, that's okay. Please tell me it's not a level 3 vest. My fucking A, I bought a level 3. God, I'm stupid. Well, we're wearing it. I paid for it. We're wearing this thing. Damn it. After all those times that Steve McRae said, I'm never talking to UNIRock again, it takes Creepshow Art flipping out on me to get him to jump in and talk. Pretty crazy, huh?
I just think it was a long time coming, and then it was a very cathartic moment. I feel for everyone who was waiting.
You cut out at the end, buddy, just to let you know.
I said it was a cathartic moment for everyone who was waiting for the conversation, if you want to call it that, to it.
Yeah. I'm with you. All right, let's go. We're going sniping on Shoreline. Fully equipped. Yep. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that gun. Look at that gun. That scope is almost bigger than the entire weapon. That scope is almost bigger than the entire weapon itself.
As someone who doesn't really know about guns, is that a good thing?
I don't know if it's a good thing. It's going to be a little bit harder for me to move the gun around if I have to run around, you know, and engage somebody. It's going to be hard. But it'll definitely put rounds really far down range. Very accurate.
They get that detailed with the physics where it's even harder to move around the gun or run around with it with like larger equipment on it. That's crazy.
Oh, it's the most... That's why this game's so good, man. Oh, you're right, Cherie. Okay, everybody who wants free rocks in the live chat, you have to put some emojis in the chat, because if you don't, it only pays out to people actively typing in the chat. So as soon as the game starts to load in, I'm giving out 100,000 rocks so that you can gamble and shit. I'm going to be doing it soon, so if you want the rocks, you're going to have to spam some emojis. It's all good if nobody wants to, because then I don't have to pay you all these rocks if you're not going to hit the live chat. I'm just saying. I won't have to pay these rocks out if you don't spam the chat. So. I am going to hold a Discord meeting, too. You mind typing in Discord, letting people know I'm going to hold a Discord meeting after this? Definitely got to hear what everybody has to say. Watch me die like 3 minutes after I spawn in. It's just been a common occurrence tonight. I'm going to have to stop playing Tarkov for a while, because I'm telling you, like... I usually, like... I've been not running into hackers. I run into hackers every 10 games, 20 games, maybe even go a night and not even hit a hacker. And in the last 3 days, 4 days, I've been running into hackers in Tarkov. So then tonight, I don't think I've hit a hacker, other than maybe that dude. Remember when I was like, dude, that guy has insane aim? Maybe that was. I'm not even going to take it from him. I think it was a good kill. But I do think that there is something funky going on in Tarkov, so I'll probably lay off Tarkov for a little bit if it keeps up. Here comes the payout. Payout out. Thomas, you know, I know I'm a little bit of an optimist. It's just that I know when I make a criticism video, like if I was to criticize Creepshow or somebody else, I know if I make a criticism video, I'm typically going to try to at least communicate in some form. And I just feel like people finding out Katie's willing to talk to them. And, I mean, it'd be great content in the least, wouldn't it? Trying to have a conversation with her. Like, people want to say that other people are bad people because they... you know, hang out with Katie or talk to Katie, but it's like, you didn't think that about me back when she wasn't a bad person, when you didn't think she was a bad... Did I spawn in the fucking woods? No, good.
Well, that's one thing I find I have appreciated about your content is you do try to take the time to discover both sides of the equation, so to speak, so that you can give valid criticisms or support on each side for things that you agree or disagree with. So I wouldn't say you're an optimist. I would say that you are, well, optimist is good, but there's a word that means humanitarian more than an optimist. You're someone who wants to give the best of yourself because you think that people will try to give the best of themselves.
I'm with you. I think after you try to talk to somebody, if it goes bad, then you're good. Like, you've done your thing and you got extra content from it. And I mean, hell, imagine Creepshow and Katie talking and Creepshow just, you know, going at her. It'd be good content either way, right?
Very true. People love a good make-up story, and they also love a good train wreck. So either way, it would work.
I agree. Should have some players running up here to the shoreline resort before too long. I'm trying to scout some out. It's not as easy as it looks on TV, dude. Oh, bro, yeah. My ergonomics is only 38 with this gun because of how huge this scope is, so it's not going to be easy to control it and run with it. I did bring a very expensive pistol so I could switch if I got in a close engagement. Swear to God, I just saw something, dude.
Maybe it's one of those invisible guys in the woods.
That's funny. We got to do that video, man. I've been waiting too long to do that video. Too much drama been happening. Haven't got any good content out.
Well, it's kind of funny because you often sit in Discord and you're working pretty hard to try and get content out.
Shit! Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I just don't want to distract you.
I know you're good. Give me 1 second. I got a fucking sniper on me. I'm gonna die just fucking medding up. Watch.
So I heard I missed something awesome while covering the shipwreck.
You did. I just want to let you know we're streaming. You're welcome to be in here. I'm just making sure you know.
I'm in the wrong chat. Sorry. Heading out.
No problem. You don't have to, but if you want to, that's fine.
Yeah. Unless you want to talk about the awesome thing you did, but I'll see if I can find it all.
I'd love to, yeah. I can't believe I just bounced into a damn extraction, but I'm going to take it. Because I got railed. But I get one more round because I extracted. But yeah, what was an awesome thing I did? I don't know. I don't understand.
Let me see if I can find it.
All right.
Petty Officer Shipwreck was complaining about it.
Oh, okay.
Or was it you?
Oh, I'm always up for hearing that.
RD, RFC, and Creep Show Art et al.
Where is it at? Oh, okay. I'm in the wrong room. I'm in this freaking current live stream. Did you drop something, or are you just looking for it? If you're looking for it, it's fine. I'm just making sure I wasn't like lost or anything.
No, I hope I've got the right thing. Which I may not. It's in general and dropping out now.
Oh, okay.
I'll be in your live chat rather than interrupting you here.
No, you're welcome in here, though. You're more than welcome to hang out. You can just sit and chill if you want. It's all up to you, whatever you want. I'm cool. Summary with time with Augie RFC and Creep Show et al.
Answer before. Do you do that every time, or is that recording?
It's recording.
It's recording. Okay, because it sounds.
Sinister, what is this? Hook me up. Explain it to me if you don't mind. I'd love to hear your take on it.
I haven't watched it yet. I just heard you were in on it somehow.
Oh, you don't know what happened tonight? Did you see?
Well, it's McRae Mondays. I was streaming.
Oh, so okay, you were streaming. So I was about to go live, and I'd done a title that what Creepshow was wrong about a part of her video, right? Now I think my title just said Creepshow is wrong, and because it's a title, you got to make it short. Well, one of Creepshow's friends, acquaintances, whatever you want to say, is named Augie RFC. And he jumped in and donated to my chat before it even started and wanted me to come talk. So I was like, well, you want me to come? Can't I do my stream and then come talk? And they said, no, we want you to come before your stream. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Because I was like, fine, fuck it. So I get in there and I start talking to Creepshow, and she's mad at me because she's saying that me saying that she's wrong is messed up. And I'm like, you didn't even let me do my stream. But here's the clip, or here's the item. Here's the thing that I was going to say you were wrong about, and I read it to her, and she said, I never said that in my video. Well, it turns out she did, and she wasn't bullshitting. I truly think it was a mistake. I don't think she was being malicious. I don't think she was being messed up. I think it was, her not remembering that at the end of her video, she did make that statement, and that's what I wanted to touch on. Anyway, though, so after I'm talking to Creepshow, Steve McRae comes in, and he's like, I want to talk to Uni right now. I want to come on. And so then Augie's like, okay, do you mind Uni? I'm like, why would I care? Get him in here. And he jumps in and starts screaming at me. Of course, claiming that I'm, doing all this really horrible stuff to him and all of this craziness, right? And I'm just like, okay, you're lying, but whatevs. I was like waiting for him to finish his side. So when I got a chance to go, he would interrupt me and he'd yell. And then Creepshow jumped in to interrupt me and yell. And I'm like, now hold the front fucking door. Why is it every time I start talking, I get interrupted? But so I'm like, fuck it. Augie, I just sent you some clips. Play it. So Augie plays the clip of David Silverman and Steb, doing what, that they said in that clip, right? And then I send Steve then goes into, I don't have a restraining order. You're lying on me if you say I have a restraining order. And I'm like, okay, well, this paper that was signed by a judge says that it's a restraining order and your name's on it, but okay. And it has to do with Katie, and that's the only reason I'm bringing it up. Okay. Long story short, that all happened. Steve got fucking extremely pissed because the chat just started railing Steve after they saw the clip of him with the whole penis clip, and they didn't even play the worst clip of him. Oh my God, imagine that they would have played that clip because they were calling me a simp and a cuck for arguing with Creepshow. Literally imagine if Augie would have played the clip of Steve where he's like, hey, me and all my friends want to put our peepees in your mouth, Cheshire. That's literally another clip. If anyone's watching that never seen that clip, that's not me saying that. That's a clip of him. Steve said that live. And I think I'm going to send that shit to Augie because I think it's funny and he'd like to see it. That clip and then the cuck clip where he admits that he let one of his friends bang his girlfriend at an atheist convention and watched and all this. Anyway, so he then, of course, Augie's like, dude, all that's happening is this dude screaming and yelling. This is, like, stupid. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I agree. And so he's like, I'm just going to have you guys leave. We can pick this up in another time. I'm like, okay, bro, thanks. And I leave. Steve ends up getting booted or leaving, one of the two. I don't know. And there's my sum up for you, Sinister. Yes, that all happened tonight in front of thousands upon thousands of people on different channels. Dude, well, I'm sorry, Sinister. Also, one of the dudes there is named Muda. He's got like over 1 million or some subscribers. He might even have multiple million subs. It's been a while since I've looked at his sub number, but he has at least 1 million, and he's really fucking awesome. And no, I would never talk shit on Muda. I love Muda. Then Creepshow's got like a couple 100,000, or at least up in, at least multiple hundreds of thousands by now. So there's just all these giant creators in there, and me and Steve was just like fucking railing. It was psycho, Sinister. It was psycho. What do you think about that now?
Well, I have a clip of him saying that on my channel, but I think, is it Insidious Vids has the short clips that are easier to access.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't exactly what Steve said.
Well, true.
Close, though.
Yeah. Pretty, I'm just doing a quick sum up and everything, but I'm with you. But no, Steve was just yelling and screaming. He was just sitting there like, Uni is a liar. He's a shit poster. He's a fucking asshole. He's just saying all these things about me over and over, yelling and screaming. I'm not going to let you control a narrative, Uni. I'm not going to let you do this. And I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, the whole point of you coming in was just to yell and scream, and you think it's going to make you look good. Okay. Anyway, it was a really strange night. I'll at least go as far as to say it was exceptionally strange. I think everybody can agree with me on that.
Did you have enough Jägermeister?
If I drank, I would have loved to, but I do not drink. Unfortunately, it would have helped things so much.
And what Uni didn't say is Steve got laughed out of the room when he brought up the lawsuit about
Oh,
NSF.
yeah. My million subscriber channel. Sorry, go ahead, Thomas. Talk about. Wait. Sorry, Craig said something. Give me 1 second, Thomas. I'm sorry. Craig said, UNIRock2 getting shadow banned. Videos don't show up in the timeline of people I follow. I can only see them if I specifically visit your channel. I'll look, but the reason why that last video might be doing that is because it there was an issue with me starting. Yeah, it's coming up. There was an issue with me starting that stream, Craig. So thank you for asking too. Where I sent my Streamlabs to YouTube, and I tried to click the live button because they updated our side where you have to click the live button or you won't start anymore. And when I sent the data to YouTube, I clicked the live button. It looked like I was live. I thought I was live, but then Rachel came in a couple minutes later and told me I wasn't live. And I had to try to restart my stream, and I was getting ready to restart it when Augie donated and asked me to come talk. But sorry, Thomas, yes, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just answering the super chat.
But no, I was just saying that, you know, someone had brought up in the chat here that, you know, Steve had been pretty much laughed off the stage over the whole NSS stuff and what the, you know, amounts that it all was really being.
Yeah, because they were like, you have a 28,000 subscriber YouTube channel and you're spending all this money. And they were like, Muda just railed him. And which Muda was just being honest. He's, you know, Muda was just saying the same thing all of us have thought this whole time. I've been saying that this whole time. Like, instead of the non-sec, this whole court case happening to try to punish Kyle, why don't you just give him $50,000 and let him put it towards a podcast and you've beat Kyle there? It's like really strange. And Muda honed in on that, and I think that's why Muda's so good, because he hones in on those things, yeah. Chat, make sure you type into the chat so that Sinister can know some of the crazier things that happened in that stream. Hook Sinister up so that Sinister can read it. So Sinister's also a live streamer, and Sinister or mods, if you'll share Sinister's live stream, I'd really like that. And Sinister's cool enough to hang for a minute.
Well, this was the Captain Kirk stream.
Captain Kirk stream?
Hey, at least he mentioned my name. He hadn't been able to do that for over a year. I was worried about that one.
Yeah? Oh, that whole thing about Shatner was so crazy. I can't believe it. All this stuff happening tonight has made me forget about William Shatner being involved in this whole mess. Oh, my goodness.
And the whole thing was like, why are you dragging William Shatner into this?
Oh, I know. Shatner's such a good dude. It was crazy. I still like Shatner. I don't care what anyone says. I still love the man. I love me some Star Trek. I've been watching Sir Patrick Stewart myself at night. I've been watching his show. Data was trying to be Sherlock Holmes last night when I was going to bed. I thought that was tight. I was like, yeah, Data, be that Sherlock Holmes, my dude.
Captain Kirk will always have a special place. So I used to watch that show with my dad growing up.
Oh, me too, yeah. I would sit on the couch while my dad watched the original, and why can I never remember the name of Sir Patrick Stewart's Star Trek? Anyone want to help me?
Captain Picard?
Yeah, but what is it? The name of the show?
Oh, The Next Generation.
Next Generation, yes. Yeah, I love it. I think it's so good. I think it's great. Maybe that's why William Shatner hates me. Because I'm willing to say that.
So Tornedge brought up this to share, that Steve literally said he's not out a dime after bringing up Ruhif and his millionaire friend, and then Muda asked him why he was wasting
his friend's money. Yes, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Commentator Muda. Please bring the logic, Muda, please.
Or how about this one? You'll like this, Sinister. Steve doesn't have an NDA, but he'll talk about it next year.
He said that tonight, because I said, okay, so you don't have an NDA with Katie. You didn't, bow down and kiss her feet because you have an NDA with Katie, right? And he's all like, of course I don't know. And he's like, next year, I'll bring it up and talk about it. And everybody's like, next year? Why can't you talk about it now? I think I said that, but I know everybody's sitting there thinking, you don't have an NDA or a gag order, but you'll talk about it next year? Something's not adding up here, my dude. At least that's what I said. What the fuck? No! Get off me! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead as it gets right now. Ah! Get away! Sorry, I'm back. Sorry, I was getting attacked by a thunder elemental or some shit. My apologies.
Zag said he thinks the best moment was Steve going on and on about not having an RO, and then Uni saying, "Oh, really? Let me show you this," and then pulling up.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. When he came in, I've said it like 5 times tonight. I wish he just would have thought about this before jumping in there. At least come in and just talk like a normal person. Maybe that would have helped things out. Actually, it helped me out a lot that he came in and flipped out like a psycho, so I guess I shouldn't be, mad about it. But there's that dumbass part of me again trying to fucking, like, feel bad for him because he looked like a dingbat. And I shouldn't feel bad for him at all because he's sitting on a stream calling me a liar and a fucking manipulator and a skis bag for a solid hour, yeah.
Did he scream about your LARPing?
He definitely screamed about my LARPing. Tornedge said, Augie/Uni2 Steb. Quote, why can't you talk about the NDA? Steb. Quote, because I'm listening to my lawyer. He's admitted that he has the NDA. Now out on social media, everywhere you go, you're going to see him telling people they're a liar because they'll bring up the NDA and he'll say, do you have any proof? And they'll say, no, it's an NDA. You're not going to have proof of an NDA other than your joint statements. And he said, well, then you're a liar. He likes to call people a liar. I think that's what I realized tonight. That's his favorite thing to do.
They're not lies. They're alternative Steve facts.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I'm sure that's how he categorizes it. Yeah.
We also discovered that Steve is trying to do what he got pissed off at Kyle for and is avoiding service from Katie. According to Katie, yes. Again, we don't want to get yelled at and called liars. Katie put in the chat of UNIRock2 that she's trying to serve Steve for breaking the NDA. For all the... she said what, like 40 times, 30 times he's broke the NDA and he's avoiding service so that they can't take him to court. But, I don't think they're going to have an issue serving him once they try other means, but... Apologies, Zag. But that's from Katie. It's not from me. Nobody could sit and say I just lied or anything. I told you Katie said it. That's what she said. She typed it in my chat.
And most of the criticism of you isn't about lying from what I hear. It's more about fact-checking. Which is hard to do as a single person.
That's what he claims. No, yeah, no. That's what he claims. Back when I covered his stuff, he loved everything that came out of my mouth. I used the same standard when I covered Steve positive coverage as I do with every other coverage, but for some reason he hates my non-Steve positive coverage. So someone dropped in Discord General, well, 2 people. Chimera dropped a statement. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. Somebody else dropped a boom report for you. Oh, God, I got a boom report. Do I need to play the music? If you really want to, go right ahead. It's your show. Well, I've got 3 fire elementals. Usually I'd only run into 1. I can't believe I've killed him. Oh, okay, he almost got me, but I did kill the last one. Oh, man, it's too late for a boom report, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Give me 1 second, everybody. This will just take a moment. Where is my boom report music? Busy's always losing it. Yes, you are, Busy. You are always losing you're losing my boom report music. Always. You ass face. Somebody just dropped off a boom report in the Discord server. That's right. The boom report. It's a report about booming in Discord. Thanks for playing that, Busy. I know they saw it. I know they could see me play that. I was just being funny saying that you did it. It's your job, right? Okay, so I guess I got a boom report. Is it in general? Yeah, it's in general at the bottom. Oh, it's one hell of a boom report. I don't know if I can tolerate this boom report, but Jason is running a serious narrative And what's fueling it is his hate boner for Steve. He's the most dishonest person ever, and I'm about to show some of the truth. How funny. But
No, I'll say the Boom Report's actually at the bottom. That wasn't the bottom.
Okay, I'm there. Yup, if anything came out of tonight was UNIRock not being able to answer that very simple question, and the question was, I watched the shit show between you and Uni. If asking people how you can breach a contract without having a contract is brainwashing, then Uni sets a very low bar for what brainwashing is. Holy fuck, that dude is hopeless. Glad you got to confront him a bit. Acting like he had to confront me by coming in there when I've offered him a debate and he's actively denied it. Oh, and tonight he admitted that he's been denying me debates and said, I quote, I'll never debate Uni. But I do, Pippa, agree. I actually agree with that sycophant, that brainwashed sycophant who said that. That, yes, Steve did show the truth tonight in front of everybody. And by the end, I think the other YouTubers there realized it and represented it finely in a fine fashion. Oh my God, I hate that spell. There we go. Oh, much better. So what was it about the contract thing? So what Steve did, everybody, let me just go ahead and save my game and just, talk a little bit before we end out of this. So just so everybody knows, what Steve did, everybody, when it came to the contract thing, was act like that him getting a default judgment that stated him claiming that he had a contract with Kyle equated to him having a contract with Kyle somehow proves that he had a contract with Kyle. But for anyone out there listening who's not completely fucking brainwashed, like I stated on Augie's show, he didn't get that court, that judge, to rule that way by showing the judge a contract that he had with Kyle. He got the court to rule that way by claiming to the judge in an affidavit that he had a contract with Kyle. What he fails to mention, what Steve fails to mention, is that Kyle Curtis claims he never had a contract with Steve, and even though people think Kyle's a bad guy or a liar or something, even though that people think that now, and he could be, I'm not denying it. I'm saying that we're waiting on the judge to show that he is those things. The point is that in order for what, no. What Kyle said was to do is to ask Steve to show the contract. And Steve did say he would show the contract. But Steve never showed the contract after claiming he had the contract. Then changed it to a handshake agreement, not a contract, a handshake agreement. Then tried to tell everybody that he gave a contract to the court. But when people went to the court and looked at it, because it's all public on that page, and this is found out by many other people, not me, reported by many people across the YouTube-verse, yes, they went and looked and saw that he did not turn like an evidence of a contract into the court. So what Steve is doing is he sues Kyle. Kyle doesn't show up, claims to the judge he had a contract with Kyle. The judge says, I don't have anyone here to argue it, so I'm going to give you a default judgment on your words alone. And now Steve runs around claiming that he had a contract with Kyle, and we're all liars for saying that he didn't. The truth is that before he got his default and after, he's been asked to provide proof that he had a contract with Kyle. He's directly said that he does and he doesn't over and over in different situations so much, nobody believes him now. But instead of understanding that people don't believe him due to his own shitty words, and the way he tells stories, and the way he claims things. You get it? Instead of understanding that, he calls us liars. Do I have to keep going? I mean, by now, I think it's pretty fucking obvious. If you want to fact check me on that, you can go see if he turned in evidence of a contract to the court. Like, you can just go look and see if I'm lying or if he's lying, because one of us is lying. It's either me or him. So go look. Go see if he turned that contract, the contract that he told us all that he had, so that we would support him against Kyle. Go ask him for it, because he doesn't have one. He said it so many damn times. Pippa says Kyle can be a liar, thief, convicted felon, in jail, but he'll still be 50-50 owner of the channel. Steve doesn't own it. They both do at the moment. They'll own it until Steve tries to file something in court that somehow, like Steve is going to have to file something in court that gets Kyle taken off of the business. Now, before Kyle allegedly, whatever the hell the word I have to use is here, as Steve's claims, forged documents, until that's proven by the court, until we know that's true, we can't really come to the determination there, right? You got me? So the thing is, when Steve finishes this lawsuit, the best case scenario for him is that he's going to be a 50-50 owner. That's the best case scenario. He's going to have to file some other method or thingy-majigger in order to get it to where he's the full owner of NonSec. And from what I've read, it's really hard to do that, because even if you are a shitty person, they typically aren't going to take your business from you. That's just what I've been told, so. He even said Kyle's being sent to prison for a 28,000 subscriber YouTube channel. I know. Thanks, MD. Yesterday was a bit overwhelming. I never dealt with that many trolls before. We'll just make sure that everybody's trying to maintain free speech in the chat. And I've given you guys YouTube's recommendations on how to moderate, and I've told you just to moderate that way. So as long as that's what you're doing, and as long as we just unban anybody who gets banned that was, doesn't want to be banned, I think we're doing our job, right? One day I'm going to work... Hey, Garth, good to see you. One day I'm going to work out what the exclamation point is before words. It's a command to Streamlabs. So if you type in exclamation point slots, S-L-O-T-S, space 100, it'll roll 100 rocks in the slot machine. You gain rocks by watching my show. Then you can initiate these commands to gamble the rocks. So you can gamble while you watch. It's pretty fun. Is Kyle still presumed in Mexico? LOL. I don't know. I'm going to try to give him a call probably sometime. I thought I'd wait to see what the court says. Steve has told us so many times that Kyle is already going to jail. Kyle's already lost. Steve's already won. And in reality, we're waiting to see what happens to whether Kyle went to the judge and talked to the judge, or whether Kyle is in trouble with the court. Because regardless of what Steve McRae says, until the judge files something, it is still very possible that Kyle did go talk to the judge, right? I don't see Kyle wanting to go to jail. I don't see him wanting to go to jail. It's highly possible that he went and talked to the judge and said, Your Honor, I'm not giving you any more documents because Steve McRae did all of this on YouTube. This is the thing that I think if Mudahar looked into the Non Sequitur Show situation, he would shit a brick. Because I think Muda would look at Steve McRae, who subpoenaed two companies. One was a bank and another was a bank processor. Am I saying that right? I know for a fact he subpoenaed the bank processor and then showed the subpoenaed documents on a live stream while claiming that it proved Kyle is a liar and a bad person, right? Yeah. You get what I'm saying there? I think if Muda saw that, Muda would fucking shit a brick and be like, are you telling me a dude used the court system to subpoena documents from a bank and then got that subpoena from his lawyer and showed it on a live stream before it was even processed by the court? Yeah. You get me? Like, I think Muda would have a fit over that. Kyle would love to hear that stream tonight. Oh, I hope he did. I, for some reason, feel like he might have. Zag says, in reality, it's really pretty unlikely anyone will go to jail in this time of the virus for this crap on a small YouTube channel. I think so, too, but who knows? Sinister, do you think Kyle's going to jail?
I don't know. I'm not terribly convinced by all the digital forensics by amateurs going on.
I'm not either. I think they would have hired an expert.
Why would Steve do that? This has all been about... It's all theater to him.
You're right. If he really thought he could get Kyle in jail, I think he would have got one just to get him there, you know?
But I can say Astronomy's live code doesn't edit the program, and yeah, there are touch-up text edits tags there, but they could be there for any number of reasons.
I like you. I like your logic. That's exactly what me and several of the other people that looked into this came to that. All of us independently came to that conclusion. How are the okay, you showed us these tags in a document. Can you please explain how they show that he edited the document? No, you're all liars. You're all bad people. We're not going to show you anything. But if you don't think that Kyle edited this document, we are now going to yell and scream at you. That's what happened.
I kept telling them, it's like, I can think there are good reasons to think Kyle did this, but if you're using deductive reasoning, you've got a couple more steps to go there.
Oh, yeah, you got a heavy more steps to go. You can't just say, uh-oh, found some touch-up tags. You could if the touch-up tags were only in the part they claim Kyle edited, but since the touch-up tags are littered through the whole document, they need to go to the next step of, showing that. And that's what Steve's doing. He's in that stream tonight yelling. I would have loved to bring up that shit. Hey, buddy. But then the problem is, when I thought about things to bring up, I'm not thinking about Steve McRae. I'm thinking about the people watching and the other YouTubers there. I'm not thinking I'm going to go into this huge fucking diatribe on Steve trying to argue the code of a fucking PDF to try to get everybody on YouTube to think Kyle Curtis is going to go to jail before Kyle goes to court. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just remember Steve updating to Black Arch and then not knowing how to update it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The command is Pac-Man, Steve.
Sun is up over here. You guys must be up late in the USA. It's about 3:30 in the a.m. I'm going to go to the gas station after this. Then I'm going to probably chill for a little bit. And then I might take a nap because I'm not going to bed yet. I'm going to take a nap. Yep. I like torturing myself with sleep deprivation. Well, guys, Sinister, Thomas, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to do a little bit of a outro. So try to stop by again, Sinister. Loved having you. Everybody, mods, please share Sinister's channel for me. Sinister's also a live streamer. And if you want to get some information on the whole non sequitur lawsuit, if it did interest you, and some of the things going on with Steve, Sinister started covering it. Wasn't it because he brought you up in 3 live streams, Sinister, or so you started to stream, or what happened there?
He responded to a bad 6-minute video with 2 hours of content.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Well, I think it's appropriate that you stream on it now because it's like, trying to equal out this shit, Oh, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. That was Sinister and Thomas. Oh, they're going to hang. It's going to. Oh, it shows it when they go out of the room? I didn't know that. Okay. I thought when I left the room it closed it, but I guess it doesn't. Okay. Let's just talk for a minute since we played some video games and relaxed, and let's have a talk before we go offline. Tell me your thoughts in the live chat so that I have something to talk to you about. Why is a true ball or wax blocked? Is that somebody's name? Well, I can unblock it. I didn't block it. You'd have to ask the mod that did it. But I will unblock it right now. Thank you for letting me know. If anybody ever gets blocked on my channel and it shouldn't have happened, just let me know and I'll take care of it. Here we go. All right. It's true ball of wax or some shit. Okay, found true ball of wax, unblocked, and saving. All right, refreshing. And if it, hey, true ball of wax, make sure you please try. If it doesn't work, let me know, okay? If my unblocking didn't work, please type in the chat and tell me, because I want to make sure that I unblock you, okay? And sometimes it just doesn't save. Like, if I unblock somebody, sometimes it just doesn't save for some stupid reason. I love how he bragged about knowing the law, but somehow doesn't understand. I loved how he just fucking threw out fallacy after fallacy after fallacy. I forget which maybe you guys can tell me, what fallacy is it where he tries to talk shit saying, that because I'm not some law expert that I can't hold opinion on what's going on. I don't know. I don't think it's an appeal to authority, but what fallacy is it? I know some of you guys know that stuff. What fallacy is that? Because he tried to use that shit over and over and over, and it's just funny. I unblocked True Ball of Wax, so hey, if you can't type in the chat, you got to type in again and let me know so I can try to do it a second time if it didn't work. But to me, on my side, it worked. Sometimes when you log into your other account, you have to refresh. You got to reopen the stream if you were blocked. If you don't reopen the stream sometimes, it won't let you talk. Does this mean he's going to come on the show one night? I love how he never mentioned his... Oh, yeah. Oh, she's a creator? Oh, I didn't know that. I unblocked her. Yeah. I don't know what happened. You know, when I'm streaming, I don't do the blockings and such. If you get blocked by me, it's a pretty rare occasion. An appeal to authority? Is it appeal to authority? It is, isn't it? I don't know. You'd have to appeal to a specific authority, I thought, in the appeal to... You can't... Can you appeal to a general authority? I'd have to look it up. It's close, though, Trio. It's close. MD1, 20,000 rocks? Holy shit! Damn! True Ball of Wax says, let's see, last night I got blocked. Am I here now? You are True Ball of Wax. Hello, good to see you. Let me just type so you know. Yep, smiley face. I apologize for you getting blocked. My mods have been stressed. I think it's pretty obvious my mods have been overworked. Welcome to the stream, True Ball of Wax. Sorry about the fact that you got blocked. We don't do any permabans around here unless you really do something fucked up. Like, you gotta, like... We try to have this rule in my live chat. Just don't be a dick. And... we do our best to never try to mute someone's opinions, but unless they're, like, insulting people, like, a lot or something or whatever, then they might get banned there, but, you know. I was joking about the cup at the beginning. That was a joke. I can't believe Rachel brought me a different cup. I was joking. Overworked and underpaid. Man, that last box of crumbs was a little light, Rockman. Scarlett says, false. I've been a complete bitch since I started coming here and never been banned once. Well, I mean, you're allowed to be a biatch and you're allowed to be an asshole sometimes, but it all depends on if you're, you know, insulting people over and over. If you're calling people really extreme names and shit, you might get blocked, yeah. But we just don't permaban people. If somebody gets blocked and they say, hey, you know, okay, if you're a troll and you're not going to watch my show and you get banned, you're going to roll out. you're going to be like, oh, fuck this guy, and you're going to go wherever, right? But if you're someone who got banned for no reason, that's why I tell you, hey, type in the chat, log into another account, or just go to Twitter and DM one of the mods, and we'll unban an account. So all her vids are on KJ RockAlot, but I've never watched them, so that may be why, lol. Well, it's okay. People are allowed to make vids on KJ, and they can still hang out here. I'm not judgmental. You know, I try to be friends with people. I'm not KJ. Maybe if you made hate videos about me, maybe I'd ban you. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. That's okay, though. It's okay for people to make vids on KJ. It's okay for people to make vids on other YouTubers, but, you know, people get to respond, you know, like I tried to do with the Creep Show thing. Just trying to process tonight, talk to you guys for a minute before I leave. At the end of a nice little gaming session. Streamlabs get you drama-free, Aussie T. Streamlabs, oh, you did. You lost 10K rocks. It got you. Oh, my. Wow, you got 3 million rocks. Damn. True Ball of Wax said, I'm never a dick, I'm nice. Oh, well, then you'll fit in good around here. You'll fit in good. It's just a slogan. We got this slogan we've had on my channel for a long time. It's like, don't be a dick, you know. Called the expertise fallacy. That only an expert can have an opinion on something in that field. Thank you, Zag. That's what I was looking for. True Ball of Wax says, I ask questions, but real questions, you know. I'm known for being fair. I'm a little older than most of you all. Oh, well, you're welcome here. I respect my elders. And, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll have to watch your videos sometime, you know. Well, Lisa, that's okay. It's okay. I'm not judging True Ball of Wax. It's okay. I just handle myself my way. People can make up their mind about me as they want. I don't try to control anybody's opinions. I just try to let people know what mine are and show people the evidence that leads me to opinions, and that's it. It's really not the conspiracy theory that everybody alleges that I'm some kind of shit-posting Omega troll. But then again, if I hold an opinion that someone doesn't like, I'll tell you what, I'll become a shit-posting Omega troll. Like you saw tonight from Steb jumping in there. I don't know. He can't really get pissed about me talking about him jumping in that stream while I'm on there. It was fun. It's a really cool thing when you hang out with creators that you've watched for a long time, and I've watched Muda for a long time. I was subbed to Bo Blacks back, like, he might have had like 10K subs or some shit, or 5,000 subs. I remember it was back when John Swan had like 1,000 subs or something, or 2,000. I might have been looking at his other channel, but, you know, I'm pretty much like on my live stream the same way I am. Like when I'm looking up shit, so I don't make vids on YouTubers unless I have a reason. I mostly shout out ones I like. Hell yeah, R-Top. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Sunny Bum says, I call Uni an asshole. Yeah, you can call me an asshole if you want. I'll call you a meanie head for calling me an asshole. I'm funny. Tarkov says Bullet. I just played some, man. I didn't have any good luck tonight on Tarkov. I had a shitty Tarkov night. I don't understand what happened in that one round. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. I'm processing the Tarkov rounds tonight. Well, looks like a lot of the peeps ran off. Looks like it's late. It's late. I can't believe that there's still a lot of people here. And it looks like my PC is wanting to update itself, which is... Oh, that's going to piss me off. MD says you handled yourself very well tonight, in my opinion. Oh, thank you, MD. Yeah, the only way, the only thing we can do is control our own actions. We can't control anyone else, and we're not judged on what other people say about us. We're judged on our own actions and the way we act. I'm a true believer in that. Why is the Reddit thread allowed? I ask because it seems to be where people go to be convinced KJ is pure evil. It's just free speech, And I'm trying to think if I know of any other Reddit thread dedicated to hating on a certain person. Oh, there's one called Cinemassacre Truth. But it's not really a place where they hate on Cinemassacre or James Rolfe. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Trying to process it in my head. I'll say I have one point about tonight that I believe is pretty video worthy. Like actually making a response video. And I need to pull up my script editor and write a script. I got to really think about it before I make the video, but I think I'll do a video about tonight, and I'm going to talk about how when I first joined Augie's stream, Creepshow told me that she didn't say that in her video at all, where she did say something in the video which I think is not negatively, it's not a negative thing toward her. I do think, though, because of the way it was said, that's what I think. I don't think Creepshow meant it in a negative way. I just think that the way she said it, you got to be forgiving about the way people talk in some situations. You get me? So I think that's the only thing I need to make a video on, is just making sure people know that Creepshow was actually wrong, saying that that wasn't in her video, and that's why I drew that opinion. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out all the Katie hate, where I should sit on it, and how my videos should go that I make criticizing Katie and talking about it all. Still trying to process it. A lot of times I use my live streams to learn information, think about things, make up my mind, and I'll say this. McCrae had an opportunity. One thing we haven't said about McCrae, he had an opportunity tonight to convince people of his side, of why people shouldn't think that he's done something wrong. It's like looking at McCrae is completely different than looking at KJ. I've looked at the clips in KJ's videos where she makes a video on like Mika Stauffer, or when she's made a video. I can't fucking talk to this music, damn it. Or she makes a video on Mika Stauffer and like on Toddy. It's hard to, I know she privated a lot of the Toddy videos, and that sucks because I wish I would have actually watched more of them. I don't think anybody ever brought me that Google Drive that has all those videos on it. I wish I had it. Sucks, dude. Drama-free OCT. Sorry, Uni. My phone updated. I needed the password to send a super chat. I have forgotten the password. That's okay. No worries. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to super chat me. Nobody has to. Zag says there's a difference between free speech and defamation. Oh, I forgot to let you guys know. I might try to pick up a computer job this week coming up. And so I might be away from the channel for like 2 days. Just because I got to make some money. But I don't know. It depends on if I made any money streaming tonight. If I did, I might not do it. If I didn't make money streaming tonight, then I might pick up a computer job. So there'll be a couple days you might not see me on Periscope or YouTube. But I'll let you know before it happens. I just wanted to make sure I let you guys know sometime tonight for the peeps that hang out at night. But yeah, no worries. No big deal. Let's see here. Yeah, he shouldn't use the word brat. You guys are silly as hell, dude. I'm learning about Steve M. I've only been on YouTube since the 1st of 2020. Oh, I thought you put 2029, but I think you meant 2020. Or did you mean 2019? Look, I don't want to fucking make you think anything about Steve. You draw your own opinions. But the reason why I talk about that subject is because I was Steve and his ex-business partner, who I don't believe they were business partners myself, because of Steve McRae's admissions and the way he's acted. I'm just being honest with you. He's going to take that as if I'm some kind of lying piece of shit, me saying that. But anyway. The thing I'll say is, when I talk about Steve, it's not me, you know, doing anything more than talking about a YouTuber who approached me, asked to come on my channel, asked me to come on his channel, and asked me to do videos on a subject that I agreed to. A lot of times if a YouTuber says, I want you to do a video on this, I want to know your opinion, I'll say, okay. And when he asked me to cover certain things about the non sequitur lawsuit, I did it. The issue is that halfway through the non sequitur story, my opinion changed against Steve McRae. When it goes to the non sequitur story, and my opinion changed about him targeting Katie. And he got so mad that he said some really effed up stuff. So, I do hold a negative opinion about him. And I think tonight he lied a lot. That's my opinion. He lied a lot. He didn't hold himself accountable for mistakes he made. And he didn't convince me. He didn't change my mind. He thought yelling at me and calling me a bunch of names is going to change my mind, or what? Like, you know that ever since me and him had an issue, he has banned me and avoided me, and he's been fully admitted this the whole time. It's never like he's ever said that I avoided him. I think he just wanted to go on Augie's show and be around bigger YouTubers to try to get his name out there, so he jumped in there. He used me as an excuse to jump in there. That's what I think. Pippa says that excuse doesn't wash with me. If she is old enough to be on YouTube making money off people, then she should know how to behave. That's the issue. I don't agree to that necessarily. I think we all need to be a little more forgiving that people are allowed to give their opinion and criticize people. I just think that we all as commentators have to be able to call out when people start harassing and doxing somebody, taking things too far. And I know that's why some people call out Katie for things. And it's also why I call out the people who criticize Katie for things. Because I do call out Katie for that stuff. Katie does try to fucking apologize for it. Whether a lot of people think she's lying to me when she's apologizing. And if that's true, I will make a video against her. My point is, this is me going through reality. This isn't some fucking, like, you know, fake-ass thing. And I literally asked everybody in that stream. I said, so do you want me to cancel her? Do you want me to make a video against her? Like, what do you want me to do here? Like, before I make a video against Katie, shouldn't I at least, like, approach her, tell her, hey, people have these issues. Make a response to them so that then we can kind of talk about it. We can kind of, like, figure out how to feel. I think, like, figuring out how we feel about something before I offered Katie that ability. Now, I know it's hard for some people to offer Katie that ability because they don't know her. Well, thankfully, I bumped into her covering a different topic X amount of months ago, and that's why I had the ability to tell Katie, hey, a lot of people are mad at you. You should address these things. And that's why when I saw her jump on my stream yesterday, when I saw Katie do that, I was like, good, maybe we can handle some of this. Maybe we can try to talk about it. I think it says a lot that literally just me doing that somehow makes me a simp or a blind defender of Katie, right? You'd think that, like, we're going over to talk to other people about Katie, they'd say, look, do you know about this? And then I say yes or no, and then they say, okay, well. You know what I mean? I think that would have worked a little better. I don't know. Let me read what you're saying because I'm going to get out of here. It's so late. I need to go to bed. Only reason I made a vid on Steve was because I know how he treated once in a live stream, prompted me to do a deep dive and responded. I didn't know that, R-Top. I'll go watch it. Oh, I didn't know that. Pippa said, I'm not saying that she shouldn't criticize people. It's the way she behaves that I personally have a problem with. But if aggressive works for her, then props to her. Well, that's been one of my criticisms to Katie for a long time. She should try and, you know, maybe not antagonize people so much if they feel like she's antagonizing. Though I do think Katie should be herself. Like, if you just saw, like, the way some other creators act, they antagonize. It's like, how can you even hang out next to Steve McRae and not yell at him for the shit that he says and does? And I'm not saying someone is. I'm asking a question. How can anybody be okay with him, not criticizing him, not calling him out, working with him, talking to him, whatever, being positive towards him, but think Katie is such an existential threat? I mean, let's say that Katie is, like, way more evil than I know about. And if she is, I'll learn it. I'll find it. But let's just say she is, right? Then I think that she would be equal to Steve at that point. If she's super fucking evil. You know? And it's funny. It's just weird. John says, actually, I'm playing on Steam or Twitch. If it's not Steam game and listening in the background. Hell yeah, dude. Jemima, I hope y'all have a lovely evening. Off to cook dinner. Hey, see ya. I need to eat something too. I'm hungry. I hope you have a lovely evening. Oh, I read that. I read it twice. Makeup Minion says, exploits the internet. Laughy face. We got Ball of Wax says, I'll say Charlie did a great job. Don't know her, but she was dead on. I agree. I think Charlie was freaking awesome. Winnie says, honest question, does it worry you that Taddy's attorney watches your videos when Katie is here? No. No, I don't. It doesn't worry me. MD says, frankly, I think that's the reason why many of the vids against Katie get started, but they get views and subs and start seeing green and get greedy, in my opinion. I don't know. I think that could be true for some people. But maybe... And if anyone thinks they're going to make, like, a returning audience by doing that, I don't think you will. I've been on YouTube for, like, 5 years. 4 years, 5 years. Who fucking knows at this point? 5 years, 4 years regularly. Before that, I was uploading too. You know, doing the content. The topic is only going to bring people to your channel while the topic is super relevant. The minute the topic goes away, you're just going to be back to where you were. The way you have an audience, in my opinion, from what I found, is just to be yourself and to draw people to your channel based on your opinion, your content, your videos, right? And I know you're gonna say, but yeah, but when I do that, when I make a video just out of the blue, it doesn't get that many views. I know, I do it all the time, but that's why I do it. I do it because, and I should be making videos every day, and I haven't been because I've been streaming so much, but streaming's been popping off, so why not, right? Yeah, but I think that while it could be true what you said for some creators, I do think there's a lot of creators that criticize Katie because they have a criticism. I think that's been true for a while. I've not denied that. I'm just one of those people that, because I've known Katie since she was a really small creator, that I know that when she wasn't popular, when she wasn't famous, when she wasn't, like, watched by all these people out there, Katie was harassed like crazy by a group of people, and I think it had an impact in this situation, as I've described before. And I don't know how I can say that, and people will say that I'm trying to deflect for her. I'm trying to, you know, I'm asking that everybody keep that in mind when they're looking at what's going on. And be suspect of anyone who's previously doxed Katie, harassed Katie, or any of that. Be very suspect in trusting them with any information, you know? But there's so many other people you can get information from that have not done those things to Katie that I think that it's not hard to weed out the people that have done those things and ignore them, you know? Yeah, I get you. I disagree with the assessment of Charlie, but that's my opinion. I know, and I respect your opinion. I just agree that I think Charlie did great, yeah. I still feel that way, yeah. See, Zag, we can disagree, and I'm not kicking you, and I'm not mad at you. Cherie says there's only a couple people talking about Boom Zoom, but they're not trolling, harassing, or doxing him, and KJP has hundreds of people talking about her and people that are harassing and doxing, and that's a huge hypocrisy. I'd say out of the number of people that are either harassing or that are engaging on Katie, if I was to make a guess on the number of people that are engaging on Katie in a way that is inappropriate or too far, it'd probably be around 100. I'm not unrealistic. You'll ask me why I've drawn that opinion, because I've seen the one of the main places that you'll see a lot of that really extreme stuff come from is the Facebook group that Steve created and ran until he passed it down to his admin. And I've seen what they type in there and how they are towards her in there. And I think there's about 100 people. I think out of that 100 people, there's at least 30 of them that are really daily, like all day, every day, like about 30 to 40 people. I think that is a very realistic assessment. Could it be more? Yeah. Could it be less? I think it's less when there's no drama. When there's no drama, I think a lot of them just go and do other things, right? Because we've seen it get as low as like 20 or 15 active people. And my point is, you know, maybe now is the wrong time to try to remind people that we're all human beings. Of course, we're allowed to criticize. Of course, we're allowed to joke around. My whole point is, though, for people to just kind of say, hey, if you make this video, you are automatically a defender. If you make this video, you're automatically a hater. If you make this video, you're automatically a liar. And yeah, when I said hater, I mean people that criticize Katie, me, Katie, other people calling them haters. It's wrong, right? You don't want to just say that right off the blue. Like I just found out, who was it? What was the channel's name? Ball of Wax. Ball of Wax. Somebody just said, hey, hi, I'm Ball of Wax. I'm like, cool. And then someone says, well, she makes a lot of videos on Katie. You didn't see me call her a hater. You didn't see me sit here and, you know, it was about 5 minutes ago. You can rewind and watch it. It's a logical way to take things. It's a slow way to take things. It's a non-dramatic way to take things. I think that's the best way to handle these situations, personally. I know a lot of people disagree with me. I know a lot of people out there, like, you know, grouping up together and forming their opinion that way. I just don't do that. So there could be a massive group of people that feel one way. And, you know, I might disagree with them, and they might hate me for it, but it's not like I'm going to change or something. I'll change when I see evidence, opinion, or logic or reason that leads me there. I'm not just going to change because they all think that. Them, 1,000 people thinking something isn't even going to barely move me to change my mind. It is the thing that makes them feel that way. If I see it and I agree, or I think it's evidence or something, then I'll feel that way. You get me? I think you get me. That's right, Zach. That's right. True Ball of Wax says, sometimes I'd like to tell you the real reason I'm upset with KJ. Nobody influenced my opinion. It really came from watching her. Tried to talk to her about it at least 10 times, and she resisted. Type it now. You got my ear. Type it now. I'm only going to be here for a short time. This is the end of a stream, and I should be offline already, but if you have time to type it, I'll give you a quick reaction now. Maybe you can write to me or something and let me know a detailed thing, or maybe give me one of your videos to watch, and it'll help me. But yeah, I'd be willing to read it. All right. Everybody knows my complaint, but I don't hate her, says Down South. I don't know your complaint, Down South Mississippi. You're willing to throw it in the chat and let me know. I think it helped me. True Ball of Wax, thank you for respecting me tonight. Anytime. I try to do that with everybody. Well, I try to do that with anybody who comes in here offering the slightest, tiniest bit of respect towards me, then I try to give them respect too, yeah. I try. I can't say I do it all the time. MD says, Makeup, I was accused of being Katie and was attacked in LB's chat today for trying to correct misinformation and having opinions while also criticizing Katie, but my hate wasn't strong enough, I guess. Lol, says MD. Winnie says, I'm not a Katie fan because she's personally been rude and arrogant to me. I just don't watch her. I don't attack her. Okay, well, that's good. I think that's a good way to handle it. I think if you ever want to criticize her, I'd support you doing it, but no, I appreciate that. Just letting you know, there's people out there that think I won't criticize Katie simply because I talked to her. I just think that's insane. Back when I debunked QAnon, I talked to the guy who was posting the QAnon posts. And I debunked him, and I interviewed him, and I talked to him for days. Didn't mean I agreed with him. It didn't mean that I was like, you know, defending the guy. In fact, he ended up hating me after I made my video. Back in the day, down in South Mississippi, using derogatory names towards Christians, it's not good. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I don't think anyone should do that, yeah. I could understand if somebody does that to you, you're not going to respect them, and yeah, I'm with you. Winnie says, I appreciate that. Makeup Minion, we should form a support group. You're funny. Laura said, hey, Laura, the difficulty with having so many haters is that it can blind you to see valid criticism and putting them in the same mental pile as all the haters. Yeah, and I've been seeing that happen a lot. And that's what I was really trying to say. But I guess because I was going to criticize that part of Creepshow's video, it was hard for me to get that through to anybody over there. They were more interested in, you know, coming at me because I guess they thought that I was going to tear Creepshow apart. I responded. I did my video. I did the same video I was going to do before I went to talk to Augie. I did the same video after I got done talking to Augie. And I don't think I said a damn thing that was mean to Creepshow or anything. You know? And I wouldn't have said it in the beginning. That's what I was trying to get through to her. Like, Creepshow, chill. Like, you're acting like I'm going to be negative or mean or rude or something when I'm coming out and doing this video tonight. And I didn't plan on doing that at all, you know? Hopefully Creepshow sees the stream I did and she knows that I, you know, wasn't being disrespectful towards her. Yeah, it's a really good point, Laura, yeah. Laura, correct, it gets exhausting trying to filter the true trolls from tough questions. Yeah, and I don't understand how Creepshow can watch Katie's live chat blow up like that and then not... Okay, I gotta stop saying Creepshow. She's gonna fucking hate my guts, dude. I don't understand how any other creator can watch Katie's chat blow up like it's done lately and the amount of hate towards Katie and just not, you know, try to... I'm the type of person where I would say, hey, chill on that shit, man. There's a lot of name calling that happened, a lot of insulting towards her and everything, and in huge amounts, you know. Can't feel good to have that happen, right? Cherie says, KJP acknowledged with Uni last night that she had done that due to all of her targeted harassment, no one can deny they would be hypersensitive if it happened to him. And I do. I just don't want Katie to think that people who feel that her doing that could be her trying to take away from something. Those are valid concerns to have. I just have a different... When I approach Katie, I hear what everybody says about her. When I talk to her, she's completely different. Even when she's angry as hell. And yeah, I've talked to her many times when she's angry as all get out. Like, people want to say, hey, you're friends with her, so you're blah, blah, you're this and that, and you're this and you're that. Isn't that exactly what people are saying Katie's doing and why it's bad? Because Katie does that to people, you know? Laura says that's why Steb falls into becoming an apologist for Warden. He's such a conspiratorial mindset. He's labeled the other police auditors as socks of his troll list. Me, Fiona, Nate, Dragon, etc. I know. Did you see that tonight, Laura? When Steve jumped in that stream I was in? Did I go away? Did I lose connection? Am I back? Can you guys still see me? I think I lost connection. Too much to say, too hard to type on my phone. Oh, no, you're fine. Yeah, no. That's okay. That's okay. I'll try to watch some of your videos, you know? If that'll help. If you think I should. Yeah, if you want me to, I will. Link Laura to you getting Steve McRae owned. It's on Augie RFC's channel. It's pretty easy to find it. you ever read KJP's Twitter, your ears would steam. The crap in there is atrocious. It's calling her terrible mom, an unfaithful wife, and awful stuff. I know. And that's what causes people to look towards Katie and be sympathetic. Because all that is there times 1,000. Yeah. That's also why I don't use Twitter, and that's why I call Twitter a cesspool. Now, I share videos to Twitter, but I rarely share an opinion there or tweet anything more than maybe one tweet on something. I don't check notifications. I don't usually do Twitter DMs unless a creator tells me I have to get in touch with them. That's about it. And then I try not to even go into DMs. I just don't use it. I've been like that forever, though. I don't like being around hate. You know what I'm saying? I don't like being around it a lot. Maybe I'm too old for it. Maybe it was because I went to war. I don't know. I just don't like being around hate. Twitter is a dumpster fire filled with trash pandas, says Scarlett. That always makes me laugh. Trash pandas. What is that even? Where does that name come from? There are no one who understands Katie. Goes on a defensive when she gets a massive attack. And don't forget, she's a human. Well, I agree, Jane. I haven't. I also understand the people that are mad are humans too, and it's a complicated situation. That's why it's hard for me to put out a video, because I feel like when I finish a script or I finish a revision, there's always something new. Because it takes me a day to write it out, to get it together, to start processing. By the time I get it ready, there's already a development. There's already a whole development that changes the face of the story. And so I'm like, fuck, I got to rewrite this script now, or I got to add to it. Oh, I better take this away. It's turning into a hard thing to get anything out on. I pawned Shesh tonight where I made claims. She called me a liar and I proved what I was claiming. So she called me names and muted me. Lol. I thought other people did that. I thought UNIRock did that. Sonny says rockAlot. Look at what she posted tonight while you were still snuggling with SM. Where at? Where do I look? You got to tell me where. My brain is dead. My brain is dead. Life is too short to be filled with so much hate. It doesn't accomplish anything. I don't like the creator or comments. Move on. Easy peasy. I'm in the same way. Zag says, Uni, I'm with you on avoiding hate, but seems to be oh so cool to show how convincingly you can hate and destroy people. I know. It's really not. It's really not. It's just factual that it's really not. Is she still doing the stop the harassment, stop the blah 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 spiel? Yeah, just because she's a troll. Oh, it's so funny, man. Like creators that are out there, and I'm not talking about any of the people I talked to tonight other than one guy. I'm not talking about anyone but McCrazy. Talking about McCrazy, that's it. McCrazy, tells people that he creates anti-cyberbullying videos. It's just too much. Just too much. I was just processing something. Sorry, I went quiet for a second. That clip. That one clip. Anyway, I have to go think. I need to go think. So I'm gonna go think now. That way when I get up tomorrow, I can hopefully have pulled my thoughts together enough to where I can get a good video up. Got a little bit of e-juice left. If I play my cards right, I might not have to go to the gas station. Might not have to go until the morning if I play my cards right with my e-juice. That would be awesome, because I'd love to just go to sleep for a little bit. E-juice. I didn't plan my e-juice correctly. Laura says, my pinned tweet says it all. If you deal with negative and drama crap, that's what you'll have to deal with. But you can talk about nice things and get that back in return. I agree. I agree. Drama says, you look so tired. I am. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep well last night because I was trying to get my ass up to do a bunch of stuff. Planned on taking a nap. Never happened. Ah! Don't forget to check out the chicken salad sandwiches at the gas station. They always has the best carnival fuel. That's funny, John. Carnival fuel. All right. I am going to eat something. I'm going to give myself some brain fuel. Then I'm going to get some sleep so that I can wake up and upload a video, bro. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you to everybody out there that's willing to come in and give their opinion and talk and tell us why they feel like they feel. Anyone that got banned, all you got to do is either tell us in the live chat the account name that was banned and I will unban it, or reach out to one of my mods on Twitter. They're really cool. They're very restricted to only doing their job of moderating, and they'll help you. Anyone that super chatted tonight or anything, if I missed any of those, make sure you reach out, because I will make sure to read it out on the next stream. Thank you for the support. Thank you if you want to like and subscribe, dislike, leave a comment, all that. But if you want to come to the live streams, either to hate watch me, or to like watch me, or just to watch so that sometimes you can love me and sometimes you can hate me, you got to ring the bell. I got to figure out a better way to say that. Either way.
Where is your God now? Everybody